Hello. I think I got it. I'm still kind of setting up. Good morning. I think I saw someone here who was here 7 hours early. Golly, I'm flattered. I'm still setting up a teensy bit, because Touchstarved is one of those games that when I go to another screen, the sound disappears. So, just trying to make sure the audios is okay. Hello, everyone. I've got my phone on my left so that I can see the chat and all of you guys. Oh, it was great actually, Blueberry Oakley. I went grocery shopping and I got some healthy foods. Yeah, that's what I figured. The audio of the game is really high, but when I switch to another thing, yeah, when I switch to another screen, Touchstarved stops doing it. Well, a very happy roar to you too, Purple Skeleton. Let's see. I'm gonna turn down the sound a little bit. So I'm still kind of just still setting up. I don't know if the sound keeps going out on your guys' end, and it's because when I try to change, I'm trying to fix the levels here, but when I go into OBS, it pauses the game. Does that sound a little better? Can you guys still hear me? And maybe I should put that there so I can see y'all's. But does this sound? Can you hear me and also hear this awesome music? I turned down the music a little bit. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Miko the silly goober. I'm so happy for your kitty. That's good. Yeah, I have heard that upper respiratory things is kind of common for cats. I think, I wasn't sure, but I thought Daisy had it for a little while. Okay, everyone can, the game's not like overpowering or anything. If the sound cuts out from the game, it's because I'm switching to OBS or YouTube to try to fix the levels. Okay, I think that works. And if I forget to move my little face down here, someone please remind me. and to Sleepybug and to anybody else who was saying I need to get 2 screens, I am using 2 screens right now, and it's still doing it. So I'm going to... Ooh. I wonder if it would mess everything up if I unplugged this second screen right now. I'm going to do it, see what happens. Oh, good, it didn't break. Will you cooperate now, Touchstarved? Of course not. Alright, it's cooperating. It's cooperating. You be quiet, ugly stupid. You're one of the people who was saying I should get 2 monitors. I don't want 2 monitors. I like the monitor in front of me, even though using my phone is really helpful to look at chat. So I don't know who I'm gonna go after. My personal favorite is Leander. Hot tea hot. But I was hoping I could put it up to a vote to see who you guys would want to see. I will admit I am a little teeny bit tired today, so Don't let me go over 4 hours, because I know I'll try to. Nope. Nope, honey pie, you didn't miss anything. Just the sound test and, me arguing that I don't want to buy a second monitor. But, when it comes to who we want to... When it comes to, who we want to pursue when we get the chance to, I want to put that up to a poll, but I'm not sure if we have slots for everybody, because I think you can only make 4? Golly, it's really hard to type on a phone when I got gloves on. Ugh, really hard to... So I got on my cool gloves, because I gotta wear my eczema gloves because of my eczema. Because my hands are all dry. That's very okay, little lilac. I'm glad you could be here now. I think I'll be okay, a Fox animation. I think I'll be okay. And if I'm not okay, I will let you guys know. I'm good at taking taking good care of myself. Kiwi Cobain? Kiwi Cobain, that's a nice name, I like that. I will make another Mushroom Oasis video if they update. I think I've done all that we can do right now. Oh, does the Fox guy, Carmilla, does he already like, somebody? I don't remember. Was it 2 years? I can't remember the last time I played this game. Much like the other games I've been replaying, I think it has been like 2 years since I played this. But I heard that, maybe not 100% overhaul, but a lot of this game has changed. No, little lilac, I don't think we're ever gonna get a boyfriend to death replay live. No. Oh, I'm just wearing my never-ending story necklace. I wanted to be extra comfortable today, because, I don't know, I probably just need a nap, because I'm an old lady. I probably just need a nap. But, I didn't put on my choker, because now I'm scared it's gonna choke me. But I'm just wearing my necklace, letting my hair be frizzy, just got my air conditioner on, so I hope the audio is okay. Oh, really, honey pie? You've never seen Touchstarved? Touchstarved? Not you too, ugly, stupid. No. I don't... I mean, actually, now that I've played Boyfriend to Death, it's not as bad as I thought. Like, now that I've experienced other games, Boyfriend to Death isn't as... I mean, there's not safe for work stuff in it. So that's another reason. But it's not as... I mean, it's pretty violent. But I don't... No Boyfriend to Death live stream. I am looking forward to the what would you even call that? The remaster of Boyfriend to Death? I am looking forward to that. I've already wishlisted it. Touch stars, hee hee hee. Oh, Rev Skull, the heat's killing me too. I can't stand it. Okay, what time is it? I don't wanna... dropped my entire phone. I don't want to dilly-dally too much. I dropped my phone and now it's showing me stuff I don't know what to deal with. Actually, Monster in the Lake, Sequarium Jealous was really fun, but to be honest, that game was kind of putting me to sleep. Hi, Rainbow Factory Taylor. Nope, you haven't missed anything yet. We're still on the title screen. But I do want to get started, because like I said, I am a teensy bit tired, so I don't think I can do more than like 4 hours, and this was a long game. Oh. Oh wait, I sure do hope that that intro wasn't copyrighted music. That's nice that they put that there. Streamers and content creators should set music volume to 0 in order to disable copyright music. This is a demo of Touchstarved prologue and not the finished product. Thank you. Can I go? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Alright, I'll do that later. That's very nice that they put that there. Touchstarved is intended for an older audience. It contains mature content that includes, but is not limited to, horror. Yeah, there's kind of monstery things ripping off arms and legs in this. Graphic violence, strong language, alcohol and drug references, injury and dismemberment. Player discretion is advised. As always, if you start to feel uncomfortable, you just click off, take a break, take care of yourself. Please click to proceed. Okay. In Touchstarved, your choices matter. The decisions you make may result in unique dialogue interactions, or even choices in red text, which contain exclusive content. I don't think I found any of those. Why do I get the feeling that maybe Leander or Vere will win this, because I want to put it up to chat, up to you guys, when we can choose who we go after. Let's see, choose wisely and save often. Left click, mouse wheel. Alright, so the basic stuff. Okie dokie. Espoir. Hold on. Okay. I wish I knew how to put my own music in this. Maybe I should have thought of this before I started. Oh well, it's okay. Alright. We've made it to the beginning. It's gonna be alright, Rainbow Factory Taylor. Everybody got a nice drink? Hotty hot. Everybody got your air conditioners on if it's hot, or your heaters on if it's cold? This world began to unravel long before you were born. Oh, right. The space bar doesn't... Oh, yeah, that thing. It all started with fogfall. Spectral mist bled from the seams where reality wore so thin it split. Cool. And from that fog emerged monsters and human beings with unnatural powers. Some possessed language and intellect. Others were mindless beasts. Ugh. Smart monsters, others were mindless beasts, driven by little more than bloodshed. As unrest spread and cities fell, humans cowered in fear while monsters thrived amid the chaos. And then there's you. You don't know what you are, but one terrible truth is certain. You were born cursed, with hands that alter the minds of those you touch. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Choose your backstory. Let's see. The Unnamed. A fallen oracle. You were raised as an oracle in a remote temple. The priest claimed your touch bestowed enlightenment, but a visiting mage revealed your curse for what it is. Spurred on by the mage's word, you fled in search of the cenobium. You regularly experience unnatural phenomenons that rattle your body and soul. An innate sixth sense gives you a heightened awareness of hidden supernatural presences. I think I like that one, but I think I might put that up to a poll. Wait. Like, are you still asking for a boyfriend to death stream? Yeah, boyfriend to death is. I mean, it's pretty extreme. It's pretty up there. It's very similar to a game I recently played. I mean, it's not similar to the game. The game was based off of it, called This Guy Really Ticks Me Off. It gets a little violent. It gets really violent. It gets really violent. And there's some not safe for work stuff in there. Let's see. The Exile, a solitary survivor. You were exiled to a life far from civilization. Your only kinship was an elderly hermit who taught you how to survive in the wild. He lost his life in search of a cure for you. He lost his life in a search for a cure for you, but left you with a final lead to pursue the cenobium. You're a seasoned survivalist, well versed in deciphering soulless behavior. Soulless are the big old monsters. You've gained fluency in various languages and an uncanny intuition for detecting danger. Excuse me. So this is kind of like making a D&D character a little bit. Yeah, a Fox animation. That's a good way to put it. Play the game yourself and then ask me. Yeah, it's a bit extreme. It's a bit up there. It I think the best way to describe it is less a visual novel and more like a murder survival simulator in the form of a visual novel. But yeah, I don't think YouTube would be very keen to that either. I do have to usually censor my videos a bit when it comes to those games. But thank you for the suggestion. Or we could be the alchemist, an abandoned mage. An exiled cenobium mage took you in as a child, raising you as her apprentice. She seemed to take pity on your curse, but you discovered that she was cultivating you as a test subject. You fled to the cenobium seeking a cure. You're an experienced spellcaster with an encyclopedic knowledge of alchemy, spellcraft, and history. With a little observation, you can identify the subtle effects of magic. Okay. Alright, so the alchemist, we kind of know our stuff with magic. The survivalist, and fluency in languages. Alright, so survivalist. So do we want to be a survivalist, a spellcaster, or innate sixth sense that gives you awareness of hidden supernatural presences? What? I don't know. I don't remember if, I don't remember which one of these. Why is my own video, the video that I'm watching on my phone, why was it like 15 minutes late? I dropped my phone and everything breaks. No. Golly. Alright, wait. We're still not caught up. Come on, me. Whatever. 'Tis fine. Okay, what do we want to be? An oracle or survivor? An oracle or survivor. It's really hard to type with my gloves. Or a mage. I honestly don't remember which one I chose. And also, it's very quiet in here. I wish I had some. I wonder if I could get some non-copyright music playing in here. I wonder how I could do that. Oh, little lilac, are you looking at boyfriend to death? Yeah, Straight is a creative man. He's very handy with his tools, I'll give him that. 'Cause I know, I don't remember which one does which, but it says being a survivor would help you with the monsters, but then again, being able to detect magic, oh wait, yeah, I guess that was play. Oh, I guess I could play, yeah, I guess I could play a video on the desktop. Yeah, I could play some music. Yeah. Now, how am I gonna do that? And also, do I have some copyright-free music where I could do that? That's a that's a good one, Ugly Stupid. Boyfriend to death. This is not a drill edition. Oh, that's a good one. All right, I want to get some music in here. This is too quiet and it's bothering me. All I can hear is my trying to find some copyright-free music. Maybe YouTube can help me. Oh wait, that's the same video as before. Even if it's just a loop, that would be nice. Eh? Ooh, this might be good. Yeah. This is Sky... What? Queelin? By Kevin MacLeod? Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good one. What do you guys think of Sky Queelian by Kevin MacLeod? Kevin MacLeod. I know they make a lot of royalty-free music, so I think that's good. That silence was killing me. Now, how can I get this song to just repeat? No, I just want this song. we're learning new stuff here. Oh yeah, that's a good point. If we're gonna choose Leander, I think the Alchemist is a good choice because he could do magic, etc. And not to forget that this is a dark romance, so we need to know that he's not playing with us. Exactly, Blueberry Oakley. That's totally gonna happen. Waiting for the moment, once we'll be in a very dramatic scene and a very unserious music starts playing. Yep. I just know that's gonna happen. Oh, haha. Is that gonna loop? Haha! I've learned something new, how to loop a video. Alright, hopefully this song isn't too, let me turn this down a little bit. Now I gotta do the audio check that we were doing in the beginning all over again. Does this sound okay? Can you still hear me and also this music? Does that sound good? Oh yeah, let me check out what that poll was. Survivor? Alright. Alright. It's kind of close, but it looks like Survivor has the highest votes. Okie dokie. We're a survivor, we're not gonna give up, we're not gonna stop, we gonna work harder. Haven't listened to that song in years. Good, good. Sounds good? Alright. Yeah, that silence was killing me. Your name is Espoir, you selected she, her pronouns, your backstory is the exile. Is that correct? Yes. Ooh. The wasteland stretches as far as the eye can see. There's nothing out here but death, the ever-present stench of decay, and countless sun-bleached bones cast like seeds across the barren land. I could say death doesn't scare me, but honestly, I'm desperate. It's been 2 weeks since I joined a caravan bound across the wastes. Finding a group that would accept me was a trial in itself. I can hide my hands and deflect probing questions. Yeah, 'cause our hands look all weird. I gotta wear gloves in the game, I gotta wear gloves in real life. But sooner or later, people always suspect something strange about me. As rations grew sparse and canteens ran dry, tensions rose. Despair began to set in, until I saw it. Ooh. Eridia, the city of knowledge, one of the last bastions of humanity left in the world, and home to the famous academy called the Cenobium. All the world's knowledge gathered in one place. If there's anywhere I'll find a cure for my curse, it's there. Ooh. All that stands between me and a new life is a final stretch of salt-soaked wastes. Or so I think, until I see the first tendrils of fog snaking beneath the wagon. Uh-oh! Here comes the inappropriate music. Is this fogfall? Aw, man! My stomach sinks at the very whisper of it. A silent storm more devastating than fire. Dangerous in cities, but a death sentence beyond them. Aw, man! A thick blanket of fog engulfs us, snuffing out the lantern's light. The wagon lurches to a stop. Is this the same song? Listen here. I told you to loop. Why aren't you looping? Why does this music sound oddly appropriate? Oh well. Let's... Fine. Take it away, Kevin McLeod. I thought I had it. I thought I made it loop. This is a different song. Oh well. An eerie silence, heavy as the mist falls over us. The only warning we get is a strangled scream. Stay back! No! Ah! The cry dissolves into wet gurgling. Ooh! Then, the wagon violently pinches to the side. I hit the ground hard, the air punched from my lungs. When I open my eyes, adrenaline lends sudden, awful clarity to the carnage around me. Aw, man! All my new friends! A trader I once shared bread with lies face down in the mud, their back reduced to long strips of torn muscle, gleaming gristle and exposed bone. Bones litter the wasteland. Ah! I forgot how awful those things look. Yeah, Ugly Stupid, it's a playlist. I tried to get just the song by itself. Oh, bye, little lilac. Thank you for coming. We'll be here for a couple more hours. I try to rise, but my ankle explodes with pain so blinding, white blooms across my vision. Only when my eyes finally adjust do I see the dark shape before me. It's so... Oh, it's not that bad. It's pretty awful. It's pretty awful. A soulless stoops over the twisted form of a caravaner. I freeze, but it swivels its head. A dozen bulging eyes twitch in my direction and blink as one. In that moment, I sense its gnawing hunger, an emptiness that cannot be filled, no matter how much blood and flesh it consumes. The soulless lets out an ear-splitting shriek and charges me. Are there quick-time events in this game? I don't think so. I instinctively duck to the side, and the beast barrels past, vanishing into the mist. A horse screams in the distance. I need to move, now. If the soulless finds another victim, it won't be focused on me, at least not right away. Run for the city? Head towards the wagon? Hey guys, what should we do? Should we head for the city or run towards the wagon? I don't remember what does what. Ooh, that's a really good idea, Revskull. I wonder what this next song that's in this playlist is that's coming up. It's called Crunk Night. I kind of want to see what it sounds like. Yeah. Highly inappropriate. That's a good one. SO wagon is another term for booty cheeks, so we should choose that. I don't remember if one is instant death or I don't know. I kind of like that. But finding one big loop might be good too. Alright, let's see what folk round. That's good, I guess. Just so it's not so quiet. Yeah. Yeah, this is Folk Round by Kevin MacLeod from incompetech.com. Mostly saying it to myself so I don't forget. But I know Kevin MacLeod makes a lot of copyright-free music. I hear it in visual novels sometimes. Does it branch off Silver Yumi? I don't remember. Because I'm sure we still end up at the bar with all of our future love interests. So, head for the city? Head for the city? Yes, this is highly inappropriate music for running for our lives, but it's okay. So, head for the city. Alright, got it. Head for the city. I take off, running deeper into the haze. I should probably save, too. Hold on. I should... Let me save. Alright. Just in case. I don't know if there's instant death, but, I take off, running deeper into the haze. The fog is so thick that I fear I'm headed in the wrong direction, until I see a dim pinprick of light emanating from the shadow of a spire. It's faint, but it's enough. I came too far to die here. Rapid footsteps echo all around me. I turn in circles, frantically searching the opaque mists for the source, but the fogfall twists and stretches around. Suddenly, the caravan's driver bursts forth from the fog. Our eyes meet too late. He knocks me to the ground and slips in a patch of mud. The soulless instantly falls on him. Aw, man. He catches the driver by his throat and rakes his stomach with razor-sharp claws. He comes apart like wet paper, spilling intestines and viscera in a steaming tide. Eee. And you better eat all of that soulless thing. Don't you waste any of that viscera. Fighting the urge to heave, I claw frantically through the slippery muck for a handhold. Mailed! My hand catches on a jagged edge of a rib jutting out from the water. Bandages unfurl from around the gorge torn deep into my palm. Ah! But the pain's quickly forgotten when a hand closes around my wrists. Oh yeah, this poor unfortunate soul. Can you stand? Don't touch my hands! They look cool, though. One of the travelers from the caravan leans over me. We need to run! They reach for my hand, and I realize too late that my bandages have come undone. No! Don't touch me! The sensation of their thumb brushing the back of my hand sends a shiver down my spine. All it takes is one touch, and in the space of a breath, my curse takes hold. Highly inappropriate music! Their lips peel back into a deranged grin. What's so funny? We're gonna die! No, I've seen this face countless times before. This is my curse, madness of my own making. Their grip on my hand tightens until pain radiates from my knuckles. Let me go! Suddenly, clammy hands crush my throat, choking off my breath. I could probably take this guy. Die! Die, 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 die! Why I die? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. I'm just standing here. Spit bubbles at the corners of their mouth and flecks my face. The edges of my vision darken as my lungs shriek for air. Scream for help. Fight him off. Fight him off! I could take him! I could take him! I swear I can! My nails gouge deep into the traveler's wrists, but no matter how much blood I draw, they don't flinch. The more I struggle, the tighter their grip grows, and the more inappropriate the music is. My pulse hammers in my ears, slowly with each thudding beat. This can't be happening. I'm going to die. And not because of the fogfall or the soulless, but because of this inappropriate music. But because of my curse. Tears sting my eyes. No, no, no. Not here. Not like this. Not by some nameless dude who doesn't even have a name tag. Alright, this music's a bit too inappropriate. Kev, what else have you got for me? Half this video is gonna be trying to find appropriate music. Hi, small bento Sakura. I'm glad you could make it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sure, Kev. This is volatile reaction? Hold on, maybe I can... Sure. But their hands drop from my neck, leaving me wheezing for air. My lungs burn with each ragged cough. My vision clears, and the traveler's face takes shape, hovering inches from mine, lips still split in that macabre smile, even as blood seeps between their teeth. Ooh. They give me one last shuddering breath, then slump over the claws hooked through their stomach. Oh, thank you! The soulless shoves the body aside, its glowing eyes narrow as though grinning. I don't want to know that this thing knows how to smile. Ooh. There's a flash of claws. Red spills across my vision. Ooh. I thought there'd be pain, but as I sink into the murky water, all I can feel is the grit of silt filling my mouth and the icy embrace of shallow water. I spot an arm resting among an outcrop of reeds. Mine, neatly severed at the elbow. Oh yeah, the thing just cuts off my whole arm. It should have taken both arms. Without them, maybe I could have survived. Maybe I could have had a home. Instead, I'll die cold and alone in a desolate wasteland. Oh yeah, isn't this when, Kuras finds us? A fitting end for a monstrosity like me. Daisy just came in. And she opened the door and all my cool air is coming out. Daisy! If this is death, it's not as bad as I feared. The cold is gone, as is the choking stench of bog water. Yee. Dark royalty classic music? Ooh. I found a Kevin MacLeod playlist, so I'll see if I can switch between those two. I don't know, we'll see what happens. This is a learning experience. I could drift forever, cocooned in oblivion, until all thought and sensation vanished. No curse, nobody howling at me in madness and terror, nothing at all. The thought has a terrible appeal to it. But I take a reflexive breath, and air pours into my lungs, then out again in a ragged gasp. Feeling comes flooding back, warm cloth on my bare skin. A firm surface underneath me, a strange tang of sulfur in the air. Do not be afraid. I've forgotten how pretty Kuras, I think that's his name. I twist my head toward the voice. Tears flood my bleary eyes at the bright glow of lamplight. Try not to move. The voice is calm, steady, and commanding, but more importantly, it's a stranger's voice. It's a very handsome stranger's voice. One thought cuts through my mental fog. I have no idea who this is. I'm completely at their mercy. Oh, he's fine. Kuras isn't gonna do anything unbeknownst. He's a good man. He's a good boy. Yeah, I think Kuras is my second fave too. There. He's pretty handsome. Stay away from me. My words come out a little more than a creaky whisper. I clamp my mouth shut, hating how weak and helpless I sound. No. No? Who the heck is this? Sit up, lie back down. I think we should stay calm. I let myself slump back against the thin pillow, wincing when the motion jolts my head. Ah, a cooperative patient. Thank you. I'm only doing it because I'm tired. I'm not doing it because you told me to. The words swim in one ear and out the other without much comprehension. I pull the sheet up higher, wiping my eyes until my vision clears. Good golly, he's pretty. Daisy. Daisy's looking at me like Daisy's looking at me like this. Cause the door is open, and she's staring at me. You can open the door, Pudding Pop. Baby girl. Baby girl. You can open the door. She's just sitting there. The door's cracked open. She's acting like she can't open it. The stranger towers over my prone form. Warm light limbs his pristine medical coat. Oh, I guess that is a medical coat. I thought he just looked sick in white. I instinctively shrink back, and that's when I realize that I'm completely naked, except for a thin linen sheet. My goodies! Naked, lying on a low cot, with a pair of sharp golden eyes watching my every move. Daisy's so upset. The man's gaze flickers to my exposed, unbandaged hands. I plunge my hands under the sheet, though it's too late. He must have noticed what they look like. Strange, cursed, inhuman. It's just my eczema. I brace myself for his inevitable disgust, but his courteous smile lingers. He just watches in placid silence as I struggle to make sense of my surroundings. Where am I? Who are you? Be calm. You're safe here. Whoever this is, he clearly has no idea who or what I am. I suppose the old hermit protected me as best he could, but that time was short-lived, a lonely reprieve shattered by his death. I've never felt safe anywhere, or with anyone since. I scowl, pulling the sheet protectively around myself. Where are my clothes? The man's golden eyes narrow slightly. Yes, Metaton. Daisy butt. Daisy butt. Also, he has golden eyes, my favorite. The man's golden eyes narrow slightly. A sharp sigh rustles the papers in his hands. I see you are not to be dissuaded. Your clothes were torn to shreds when I found you, but I procured replacements. Aww. With a soft creak, he rises from his chair, giving me a better view of my surroundings. This looks like a medical clinic. Bottles of silvery, alchemical concoctions line the counters in neat rows. The air makes my nose twitch, a faint whiff of smoke and something distinctly metallic. The doctor produces a large, dense bundle of cloth, which he sets at the foot of my cot. He's easily a hard. He's easily a hard. He's easily a head taller than most, and I have to crane my neck to look at him. Hee 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 hee. Thank you? Or, I'll be nice. Thank you. Thank you, doctor. I should be polite, if I can, especially since I don't know who this is, what he can do, or what he wants with me. Thank you. You're very welcome. I will leave you to get dressed. How nice. With a curt nod, he leaves through the narrow door. I hear a soft click as the lock turns behind him. When I don't hear any more footsteps, I reach for the bundle of clothes. An itch on my elbow stops me short. I reach down absently to rub at it, then freeze when my fingers meet a neat line of stitches. Oh yeah, the thing, it took my whole entire arm off. I know what I saw. That beast took my arm clean off, and yet the limb shows no signs of injury apart from the black stitches poking through my skin. I gingerly flex my fingers, feeling my heart race at the sensation. This is impossible. I should be dead, or at the very least, gasping out my last breaths. I squeeze my eyes shut, waiting for a pleasant dream to unravel, to wake up and find myself bleeding out in the swamp. Ugh, that would be dreary. But nothing happens. The seconds tick by, and my arm remains resolutely healed, my surroundings pristine and quiet. In numb disbelief, I grab the replacement clothes and begin stiffly pulling them on. They're thicker and warmer than mine were, bundled with a black woolen cloak, but there's one thing still missing. My bandages. I'm sure he's got bandages. The doctor didn't leave me with any, though I know he saw my hands. He saw the eczema. I slide off the bed and take a few unsteady steps towards one of the drawers. If this is indeed a doctor's clinic, there must be bandages somewhere. I start opening drawers at random, and of course, that's when the door swings open. Are you looking for something? I whirl around, clutching a thick roll of clean bandages. I try to step back from him, but my legs bump up against the cot. Your caution is understandable, though if I meant you any harm, you would know. That doesn't make me feel better in the slightest, but he makes no move towards me, so... Baby, can't you see I'm trying to talk to this cool guy? Daisy is so mad she's flicking her tail. Daisy butt. You can open that door, young lady. You can open the door. She's squinting her eyes at me. That doesn't make me feel better in the slightest, but he makes no move towards me, so I quickly wind the bandages around my hands. The glowing scars and mottled skin disappear under a layer of clean white cotton. May I ask why you need additional bandages? I can help if you tell me what ails you. I doubt it. Baby! Baby girl. Come on now. I love you too. Alright, I'm gonna open the door because her automatic food thing's gonna go off soon. And baby's gonna want her crunchies. Alright, young lady. Goodness, this young lady, so demanding. Daisy's so mean to me. In about a minute, her little crunchies, her little automatic food thing is gonna go off. Exactly. Daisy is sick of this feline prejudice in the form of barely closed doors she can easily open. Oh, really, Rainbow Factory Taylor? He looks like an opposite gender of you? And there's some characters who I think the touch curse doesn't affect. So Kuras, it's, I don't think it's a spoiler because it's right there on their game page, but I think he's like an angel that came to Earth to do something, but we don't know why he's here. So he's a bit supernatural himself, but we don't know why he's here or what he's doing. So I don't think the curse would affect him, but maybe he doesn't even know about it. Maybe I'm just getting lost in his eyes. He is Carmela. He is so fine. You know how much I love characters with golden eyes? I doubt it. Traveling to Eridia was a gamble born of desperation rather than hope. Nothing has come close to curing my curse. And yet, my left arm twitches, the arm that was severed before my very eyes. The doctor's unblinking gaze follows my every move. It's clear he won't drop this without some sort of answer. I touch people and they go crazy. End of story. The bandages protect me, and they warn others to stay away. I tried every way of covering my hands, and this works best. Most people avoid touching me as soon as they see the bandages.
An illness, then, or a less mundane affliction, spread by contact.
I flinch. He doesn't even sound surprised, and that's far too close to the truth for comfort. Glare at him, decline to answer. These kind of sound the same. I will not glare at him, he's too pretty. Well, it's personal. I don't really want to get into it.
I have treated every affliction under the sun. I may have answers that you do not.
You probably could, actually. An involuntary snort of laughter escapes me. Where would I even begin? Would he even believe me if I told him? I shake my head. I need to know more about this doctor before he figures me out. Who are you?
You may call me Kuras.
And where exactly am I?
Eridia, which I assume was your caravan's destination. I can think of nowhere else for the group of travelers to go.
Eridia. So I made it to the City of Knowledge after all. I should feel relieved, but all I can muster is a vague sense of increasing unease. How did I end up here? Yeah, Kuras. How did we end up here?
I brought you to my clinic, of course. You were the only survivor from the caravan, barely clinging to life. You needed immediate treatment.
Which you provided?
Yes.
He says it so simply, as if I'm a small child and he's explaining basic addition to me. I frown and flex my fingers on my recently healed arm. Aside from being a bit stiff, it feels fine, thoroughly attached to me. You're saying that you stitched my arm back on?
Pardon?
A soulless attacked the caravan. It ripped everyone to shreds. It tore my arm clean off. But when I woke up here, healing such a mortal wound should be impossible. Either this man is lying, or in possession of power beyond that of mortals. The second one. It's the second one. Oh, he would look very cute with braided hair, Rev Skull. Neither option is particularly comforting to me. The doctor, Kuras, pinches the bridge of his nose. He sits back down in his chair, quiet for a long time.
I do not know where you come from, but Eridia is the city of knowledge, and deadly secrets alike. Information is power, and one should not give or receive it freely.
Especially with Leander. I just know when the full game comes out, Leander is gonna betray us. He's gonna sell us out. He's gonna do something awful, and I just know it, and he's gonna feel bad about it. But I don't know.
Since you refuse to divulge your secrets, I will not divulge mine. I do not even know your name. You are new to Eridia, so I will overlook this specific breach of etiquette. Do not expect others to extend the same courtesy.
I think I'm pretty sure you can accidentally get killed by one of the monsters, but I think the only dead end game over you can get is with the Foxman. Ooh, hot tea. Hot tea, hot.
Do you understand?
He glances at my freshly bandaged hands. Loath though I am to admit it, he has a point. I'm a complete stranger to him, yet he saved my life. I take a deep, steadying breath. This time, when I speak, I sound a bit more like myself. Espoir. My name is Espoir.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Espoir.
There's a little more warmth in his smile, his polite demeanor back in an instant. I'm pretty sure I thanked him before, but why did you save me? If there's anything I've learned, is that everybody wants something. With the world in such peril, no one reaches out a hand without expecting something in return. Can I ask why you saved my life? You don't know me. The question seems to startle Kuras.
I could hardly leave you to die in the wastes. Assisting those in need is the very essence of a doctor's duty.
I've never met a doctor who also handed out free clothes. Well, come on, he couldn't just leave me there in my jammies. My underjammies. My fingers find the edge of the cloak. There's a subtle but delicately embroidered pattern around the helm. I try not to think about what price Kuras might demand for such well-made clothes.
No, I suppose not. Forgive my presumption. I rarely came across such a fascinating patient.
Rarely. I blink. What did he just say?
I simply meant that few would cling to life so resolutely, or brave such a perilous journey to Eridia. I could not help being curious about you, Espoir.
Man, his eyes are pretty. His voice dips to a soft murmur, and he abruptly looks away from me. You're pretty curious yourself. Tee.
Am I?
Well, I haven't forgotten about my arm. I wiggle my intact fingers at him.
Clearly not. But
you haven't asked me for any payment yet. Don't worry, this is not the USA.
I require none from you. Travelers do not have an abundance of coin, and leaving you destitute in a strange place would be unethical.
I fall silent, unsure of what to say. Nobody would help a horror like me for free. There has to be some kind of catch or trick, right? A loud knock at the front door stops our conversation cold and spares me from having to say anything else.
Duty calls. Unfortunately, you are not my only patient today.
The knocking grows more insistent, and Kuras lets out a tired sigh.
Please wait.
Though he says it quietly, the clamor on the other side of the door abruptly stops.
Do you need anything before you leave, Espoir?
Your number? Oh. Between the soulless attack and my miraculous survival, I'd almost forgotten why I came to Eridia in the first place. I need directions to the cenobium.
The cenobium?
The look on his face is downright chilling. He pauses, choosing his words with cold deliberation when he speaks again.
Whatever you seek, it is very unlikely you will find it there. The cenobium's gates open for precious few visitors, and even if they opened for you, you would not like what you find inside.
I think it has something to do with the Foxman. Not like something they did in there, they did to him. My heart sinks. Is he saying that I came all this way for nothing? Risked life and limb for nothing? No, that can't be. I've only just arrived, and Eridia is the largest city still standing. There has to be a cure for me here. Then, if not the cenobium, where would you suggest?
Do you know anyone else in Eridia?
I shake my head.
Then I suggest a local guide. Head to the Wet Wick and ask for Leander, the leader of the Adderstone.
Oh, I'm sure gonna do that. I'm gonna do that all right. Excuse me. The Wet... What?
The Wet Wick.
He sounds deeply unamused. What? It's just a wet candle. What do you mean? There's no innuendo there.
Follow the Adderstone postings. They are difficult to miss. When you meet Leander, tell him I sent you.
That isn't much to go on, but Kuras points towards the back door.
You will be safe, so long as you do not draw attention to yourself.
That's easier said than done. I've always been a magnet for the worst sort of attention.
If you require my assistance, you may return whenever you wish.
Though he's smiling, there's a note of finality in his voice. Resigned to my dismissal, I slip out the back door. Everybody good? Everybody gravy? Absolutely. Kuras is such a green flag that I'm worried about what will be revealed about him. That's a great one, S.O. That's a great one. My name is actually Mrs. Kuras. Oh, absolutely, Rev Skull. If Leander does end up betraying us, I'm gonna forgive him. That's a good one, Silver Yumi. It's actually true that Very will take you out of the life server for dead ends. Yeah, I think it's the only dead end that I found. Yeah, that's right, Midnight Chaos. Kuras is just a good person, and the main character isn't used to that. I'm always forgetting that the music playing isn't the music in the game. It's a little fitting. I kind of like it. I find myself standing in a narrow and rather gloomy alley. I pull the new cloak up over my nose, stepping over the contents of emptied chamber pots. Something weighs heavily inside one of the cloak's pockets. My coin purse. Every last coin that I'd scraped together for the journey to Eridia is still inside. The purse doesn't even look like it was opened. There were so few coins to begin with, they probably weren't worth stealing. I glance back at the clinic's closed door. Kuras didn't take any payment. He didn't even ask for a future favor. But he also said that in Eridia, secrets are power. Does he expect me to give up mine at some point? That's not exactly a comforting thought. Still, no matter why he did it, Kuras gave me a second chance and a lead on to where I might find help. Or my next husband! I'd better get going before he changes his mind. I squeeze out of the alley and into the crowded main street. The line outside Kuras's clinic stretches down the road. Two thin peddlers queue alongside weathered elders. If any place is in desperate need of a free clinic, it's this one. Oh, he probably set up there specifically to help as many people as he could. The cobblestones are treacherously rough under my feet, deep grooves worn between them by regular flooding and decades of hard use. I knew Eridia was a river city, but I didn't expect it to look so eroded. The buildings all are tired and dilapidated. Ooh. All crammed together in narrow streets. A child darts by, catching something greasy wrapped in paper, clutching something greasy wrapped in paper. Oh yeah, the street food. The smell of fried food drifts over me, and my stomach gives a faint gurgle. My stomach's like, I don't know what that is, but I want it. This morning's catch, fried up hot and fresh. Not too many eyeballs today. Fog-mutated catches are always a gamble, but beggars can't be choosers. I duck under the stall's grubby awning. A large fish leers up at me, its three bulging eyes still visible through the thick layer of crispy batter. Simpson's fish! The vendor gives me a gap-toothed smile. Grin. What's the cheapest thing you've got? With the fewest amount of eyes. The vendor points at a metal basket of what looks like long strips of savory fried dough. Ooh. Fresh long, lads. 3 copper apiece. Don't burn your mouth. I take the coins out, counting them gingerly. At this rate, I might not even be able to afford dinner. Reluctantly, I drop the payment on the counter and take my meal. 2 streets later, I pass under a wrought iron archway adorned with dangling garlands of red and pink lilies. The buildings in this quarter are a dizzying riot of color. Painted walls and tinted glass everywhere I look. Ooh, pretty. Sheer red and pink curtains flutter in open doorways. Musical voices call out invitingly. Incense mingles with the pungent scent of flowers. barely covering the salt and musk of warm bodies. This must be Eridia's entertainment district. I'm polishing off my food and dusting the crumbs from my hands when I spot a poster. It features the silhouette of a smiling man wearing a single dagger-like earring and the words, "The Adderstone," printed above his head. If Leander is the leader of the Adderstone, then the face painted on the poster is likely his. Leander. Can't wait till he betrays us or something. I follow the line of identical posters around a corner and nearly hit my head on a precariously dangling wooden sign. Looking up, faded orange letters read, "The Wet Wick." If that is innuendo, I don't fully understand it. The facade of the building looks like it's seen better days, but I hear faint music and laughter coming from inside. Alright, where's my husband? Where is he? It's not even midday, yet the Wick is packed. A loose collection of Eridians crowd the bar, taking up the tables and gathering in the spaces between. They speak amongst each other in hushed voices, their faces drawn and grave. Seeing so many bodies packed into such a small, dim space is disconcerting. All the more reason to find Leander quickly. A cursory glance doesn't turn up anyone with a dagger-shaped earring, and I'm considering searching the bar when a loud voice carries across the room. Now, I'm no prior or curator. I'm not much for paperwork or pencil pushing. And honestly, I don't even think those robes come in my size. I crane my neck, but the crowd is too dense for me to see the speaker. Gather around. I want to show you all something. There's no time to move out of the way. The audience surges towards the center of the room in a sudden torrent. I'm caught and swept along with them. Hey! The clatter of falling chairs and tables being shoved aside drowns out my complaints. I thrash and throw out my elbows as heavy bodies press into mine. Hey, don't touch me, I got magic hands! My hip knocks into a table. I grip it, holding on tight to steady myself, but the crowd has stilled. I'm pretty sure that innuendo is some kind of phallic joke, but I don't fully get it. A pair of gilded boots stride across the tabletop. I am on to see my husband. I'm happy to see my husband. If you want nothing but guidelines, impractical policies, and needless bureaucracy, you know where to go. I drag my eyes upwards. Now, I may like yellow eyes, but my real favorite color of eyes is green. Tee, he's so pretty. Just look at that face. Doesn't that look like the face of someone who's gonna draw you in and have a really nice relationship with you, and then put a knife in your back, and then feel really bad about it? A man towers on the table in front of me, arms spread as he addresses his rapt audience. But I'm not going to wait for word from on high. His impassioned words provoke nods and excited whispers, but nothing is as captivating as his brilliant smile. He beams at the crowd around him, a performer on his makeshift stage. And unlike those clerics, I don't need the abbess's approval to cast a spell or two. And as he raises his hands above the audience, the dagger-shaped earring dangling from his left ear catches the light in a flash of gold. It seems I found Leander. These are our streets. We make our own luck here. He snaps, and a flash of pale green light erupts from his hand. Ooh. With a flick of his wrist, Leander conjures a ribbon of glittering light. A delicate flower stem sprouts from between his pinched fingers. One by one, glowing lily petals unfurl. Leander raises the flowers with a flourish, and the bar bursts into claps and cheers. A magic demonstration was the last thing I expected from a place called the Wet Wick. Leander plucks the shimmering flowers out of the air and turns in a slow circle.
Now, who could use some good luck?
Ooh, me! I could also use some of you, but that's a different story. Eager onlookers scoot closer to the table, but Leander's cool green eyes slide right over them and lock on me instead.
How about you?
My chest grows tight. Suddenly I'm in the spotlight. Take! I reach out and take the flowers from him, all too aware of my trembling fingers. There's no weight to them, only a faint warmth that radiates from the stems. As soon as the lilies leave Leander's hand, they dim and they fade away in a shower of opalescent light. To my surprise, Leander laughs under his breath.
That's the problem with flowers. They don't last long, but they leave an impression, right?
He's so charming! He's so gonna betray us in the future, I just know it! I just know I'm gonna be playing the full game, and then he's gonna betray us, and then I'm gonna be like, I knew it! I knew you were gonna do that! But I forgive him anyway. Oh yeah, can we kiss him? I almost forgot. I'll keep that in mind, Carmela. Sorry guys, I have to kiss Leander. I have to. Oh wait, no. Who does that? No. I'm sure I did that in my, So this doesn't seem too different from the version I played. But, it is nice to revisit this game again. But, depending on what the poll says, I will, Depending on what the poll says, that will be the route that I go down. He grins at me, and I find myself smiling back. Hold on, let's just appreciate that for a second. Whew. Sir! He's so handsome. Alright, focus. I gotta keep this under 4 hours, mostly so that I don't collapse. Leander steps off the table, dropping among the excited crowd with a clink.
Alright, show's over. Back to work, everyone.
The audience disperses, and Leander heads towards the bar. Now's my chance. Where's my wedding ring in my pocket? I start after him, only to find myself face to face with one of his followers.
Where do you think you're going?
Sullen follower. I need to talk to Leander.
Uh-huh. You and half of all of Lowtown. Leander's busy right now. Out of stone business. Come back tonight.
After the moment we shared, surely Leander can spare a word. But the follower crosses her arm. Oh, it's a lady. The follower crosses her arms, unmoved. I glance over her shoulder, hoping to catch a glimpse of Leander. As though sensing my gaze, he looks up, and for a moment our eyes lock. Then Leander turns away to murmur something to the crowd. It's crowd and group put together, a crowd. Then Leander turns away to murmur something to the group gathered around him. The follower moves to block my view. You hear me? I'm not looking for trouble. This doctor, Kuras, said I should find Leander. That's... She's interrupted by a hand resting on her shoulder.
Kuras sent you?
He said you could help me. Leander nods at the woman, and she steps aside wordlessly.
Follow me.
Okay. He leads me to the crowded bar. There's so little room that his broad shoulder presses into mine. I tense, but he doesn't seem to mind at all.
Sorry about that. The Heatherstone watch out for one another, but they can be overprotective at times.
Lesson learned. Ooh, I need a drink. I'm feeling rather thirsty. Absolutely silver Yumi. Just a tall glass of water, and I just love moisture. I'm trying to stay focused. I thought I could stay focused, but gosh darn it, Leander's smile. Whew. I've got the air conditioner on, but it's suddenly hot in here.
Leander flashes me a broad grin. You're new to Eridia, aren't you? He says it with a genuine air of curiosity.
Do I stick out that much?
No, but I'm certain I'd remember seeing a face as lovely as yours around Lowtown.
My eyes drop to the polished countertop. I'm not used to flattery, and being this close makes eye contact difficult. As if on cue, the bartender approaches us.
What'll it be? Surprise me, and add anything my friend wants to my tab.
I think last time I said, I just want water, but you're not. No, I'll have what he's having. Let's see how poorly that turns out. I'll have what he's having. While the bartender leaves to fix our drinks, Leander leans his elbows on the counter. His sleeves right up, revealing a long raised scar. I catch myself following its winding path across his forearm. Leander's eyes wander over me in return. When they lock on my bandaged hands, a bitter taste rises in my throat. No, don't look at my eggs in my hands. Here come the questions.
Is there any chance Kuras sent you here for cheap drinks or barely edible appetizers?
No. He pushes his hair back from his forehead, sighing when it immediately falls back into place.
That's the doctor for you. Always business. I'm not sure he even knows how to relax.
The bartender returns with a pair of glasses. I raise mine and give it an experimental sniff. It smells faintly yeasty, like beer, but with an undercurrent I can't quite place. A quick sip confirms my worst suspicion. It's awful, briny and sour with a distinct hint of pickle flavoring. Beside me, Leander takes a deep swig from his glass. Pickle beer. Now he got the pickle beer.
So, how can I help you?
I need to get to the cenobium. As soon as the word cenobium leaves my mouth, the group standing nearby falls silent. What? From the wary looks thrown my way, it's clear I've broken some taboo.
Ah, it had to be the cenobium.
Leander pushes away from the counter.
Let's continue this conversation outside.
I rise to follow him. Leander leads me into an alleyway tucked behind the Wet Wick, layers upon layers of frayed and faded Adderstone posters plaster the walls. Seeing them side by side, the resemblance between Leander and his printed likeness is impressive, if abstract.
Kuras didn't send you here to ask for a personal escort to the cenobium, did he?
From his tone, he already knows the answer. No, he suggested that I reconsider.
Yet here you are, asking about a guide anyway.
When he looks at you like that... When this game comes out, and I think it might be on Steam too, I am going to stampede for Leander's route. Like, all the characters look really cool, but Leander, he just takes my heart. He looks at me expectantly. I don't want to tell him about my curse. The less people know about my monstrous capabilities, the better. Thankfully, Leander takes my reluctant silence as an answer. Yeah, actually, did that briny pickled beer taste good, Leander? Sweet tea, please tell me that there is not a such thing as pickle lemonade. Please tell me that does not exist in our dimension. Pickle lemonade. Leander just hits different. Exactly. I don't like knowing that exists.
Are you aware of Eridia's particular currency? Information's worth its weight in gold here. I don't much care for outdated traditions, so I'll be completely honest. The cenobium won't help you. They're more likely to torture you than lend you a hand.
Yeah, they probably would, like, capture me and do experiments on me and try to find out why I have eczema. But the cenobium's supposed to be a place of learning, a sanctuary. The cenobium has always been heralded as the last bastion of human knowledge, a shining beacon of hope in a fading world. If any place held answers, it would be the cenobium. That's why I came here. Leander nods patiently.
You're not the first person to fall for their propaganda. I grew up idolizing the cenobium. I wanted nothing more than to join their ranks, to learn magic from the best, to make a real difference. I was young and blinded by the legends and the legacy. I was so naive.
He shakes his head. So is that Leander dropping some lore that he was betrayed already?
All it took was one trip there. Or all it took was one trip here, to Lowtown, to show me the truth. Unless you've got a heavy purse or high-born blood, the cenobium doesn't give a crap. They'll never open their gates for the ones who need help the most.
Oh, then it's all a lie?
Things that seem too good to be true are often just that.
You mean like you? With your nice smile and your sleepy eyes and your disheveled brown hair. Alright, I'm gonna try not to simp for Leander so much. It's making me distracted. Such a simple statement, and yet it leaves me reeling. Leander watches me as though weighing something in his mind.
But that doesn't mean you're hopeless. Far from it. I founded the Yetterstone to help people like you. We settle disputes, slay feral soulless. We even have been known to patch a leaky roof or two.
Oh.
Whatever troubles you, we can help, free of charge.
Really? I'm shaking my head before he's even finished his speech. My patience is wearing dangerously thin. I appreciate the offer, but my problem can't be solved by a group of good Samaritans. To my chagrin, Leander doesn't look remotely surprised.
Then you're looking for help with something serious, something not even Kuras could crack.
He probably could if we explained the situation to him. That's a good one, Ugly Stupid. Ugly Stoopy. He needs to lay off the smoky eye makeup. Wait, is that a thing? Is there... I mean, now that I think about it, I guess there is. I don't know how to put on makeup. All I know how to do is put on this lipstick. Smoky eye makeup.
It must be a truly remarkable problem if you came all the way to Eridia searching for help. Tell me, how can I help you?
Smooches. Marriage. Leander may not work for the cenobium, but he is a mage, a powerful one if his demonstration earlier is any indication. Indecision gnaws at me. I don't know if I can trust him, but it's not like I have any alternatives. Oh, we're gonna have like 3 more alternatives soon. I hate to admit it, but this might be my only path forward. My confession comes out in a strained whisper. I'm cursed. Cursed. He looks at me up and down, taking in my face, my eyes, and finally my hands.
Is that why you bandage your hands?
My touch is dangerous. It changes people, hurts them. It makes them go all crazy. Before I've even finished, Leander pulls his left glove off. He flexes his fingers and grins. I have "don't touch" all over my body, and he's like, I'm gonna touch it.
All right, let's see it.
As he offers me his hand, a prismatic flash of magic ripples across his palm, but I'm already shrinking backwards. I can't. I don't care how confident Leander is. I won't allow myself to hurt him, to see his kind face unrecognizably warped. I don't want to hurt you.
I'll be fine. Trust me. I've seen enough curses and hexes to last me 2 lifetimes, but I'm still standing.
He's all scarred. He's got scars everywhere. Gotta stop simping so hard.
Do you really think Kuras would send you here if I couldn't handle it?
How should I know? I only met him today.
I'm twice as good as any Cenobian mage. If anyone can help you, it's me.
Ah, I love that confidence. You don't know what you're asking.
I'm asking you to trust me.
See, that's a line from someone that you should not trust, who's gonna probably betray you. Yeah, Uggy Stoopy. He does kind of have like a villain face. But he's such a good... Maybe that's why I don't trust him. He's like one of the nicest characters you meet, but there's something untrustworthy about his face because it's too pretty. I took Leander's outstretched hand to his confident smile. Then I began unwinding the bandages from my hand. If you lose control, don't say I didn't warn you.
You can tie me up first if that makes you feel better.
His attempt at levity does little to comfort me. It comforts me. Like, oh, you. With each joint I expose, I grow increasingly certain that this is a terrible idea. But if he's bothered by how my hand looks, he doesn't show it.
All right. Deep breath. On my count.
His finger hovers shakily. My fingers hover shakily over Leander's palm.
3, 2, 1.
Hold back. Touch him. I tap his palm once, as quickly as possible. It's barely more than a brush, but that's all it ever takes. Heart racing, my eyes dart to his face, but Leander only smiles gently.
See?
It can't be. When I reach for his palm again, Leander catches my wrist before I can pull back.
I told you, there's really nothing to worry about.
He trails off when my thumb grazes the soft skin of his inner wrist. I search Leander's face for traces of madness, but his eyes remain a clear, soft green. Neither of us speak as I trace the contours of his palm, lost in an awareness I wasn't anticipating. It's not as though I've never been touched before. My curse only extends to my hands, and desperation spurs creativity. But all that pales in comparison to this. I've never experienced such intimacy. Forbidden hand-holding! My fingers, long deprived by years of bandaging, pick up every single detail. The grooves along his palm, the smooth shell of his nails, the bones in his wrist. For as long as I've lived, I've never been able to hold someone's hand without dire consequences. I never realized what I was missing. This is why they censor hand-holding. It's too intimate. While Leander's pulse is steady, mine hammers as fear gives way to excitement. Let him go. I'm gonna keep touching him. My hand glides over Leander's wrist and up his arm, where smooth skin abruptly gives way to a raised scar. It matches the one that runs from his collar to his cheekbone. Ooh. Could it be the same wound? Ooh, so he got cut from, like, the face to the arm? Ooh. When I glance at Leander's face, his lips part as he considers his words.
Am I the first person you've been able to touch like this?
My hand goes still on his arm. So far.
Then, is it everything you wanted?
When I nod, Leander turns my hand in his to inspect the gleaming fissures crisscrossing my knuckles. There's no revulsion in his face, no fear. He looks up at me and grins.
It's not every day I meet someone as enticing as gold.
Stop, Leander, stop! He winks and lets me go. Wait, come back here, I want to touch you some more. I draw my hand back and take a steadying breath. My head feels like it's stuffed with cotton. Habit alone guides me through the motions of rewrapping my hand, although my fingers tremble too much for the bandages to lie flat. I can't believe that worked. Why did that work, Leander? Why did that work?
I've really forgotten my manners. May I ask your name?
I'm Espoir.
Espoir? This curse of yours is unlike anything I've ever seen before. I can tell you are careful, but it's best you keep this between us. Are you staying in Lowtown?
I pause. Room and board was something I'd yet to consider. I don't know.
Let's get you properly settled then.
Hand-holding. Scandalous. Exactly, sweet tea. I don't know if the protagonist is down bad SO, but I am. Whew.
Ah, the song's almost over. Haha.
Alright, we're at 1.5 hours. The Wick is noticeably quieter. Without their leader, most of Leander's followers have dispersed, or in a few cases, fallen asleep beside their drinks.
Got any rooms left, or did my lot grab them all to sleep it off?
The bartender, who I now realize doubles as an innkeeper, slides a key onto the counter.
The usual room?
Leander's laugh sounds slightly strained. Yeah, Leander, what do you do in your usual room?
No, not today. This is just from my friend, Espoir.
We just met him when we're already friends.
Right. Stay as long as you like. You two have fun.
Have fun? Yes, Mr. Bartender, we will have fun. Right, Leander? Right. I'm nudging him with my elbow. Leander clears his throat, then holds the key out to me. I hesitate. My coin purse barely holds enough for a day's worth of meals, let alone a room. How much do I owe you?
Nothing. My treat, since you shared your secret. Food, drink, a warm bed, anything you need.
Anything I need, huh? Huh? Carefully, I take the key from him. It's small but heavy in my palm. I never expected to have a warm bed in Eridia, let alone free meals. The thought of an entire room to myself seems unbelievably luxurious. Thank you.
Eridia's twice as dangerous as it is wondrous. Be careful out here. And if you need a reprieve from what haunts you, come find me.
Hee. I nod, taking one last look at the gleaming bronze key before tucking it into the pocket of my cloak for safekeepings. Oh yeah, doesn't Foxman steal my gosh darn key? Leander gives me a friendly wave before returning to the bar. Oh, Leander, my love. Dust glitters in the sparse rays of light illuminating the room. The furniture is tired, the walls cracked, and a large lumpy bed serves as the centerpiece. I can't remember the last time I slept in a bed, and I never imagined I'd sleep in one tonight. When I collapse onto the bed, the springs let out shrill squeaks. Finally, I can allow myself to rest. My eyes fall shut before long. Shenanigans. LOL. For the next song, can we have Pony by Genuine, considering we've seen some premarital hand-holding? Ah, wait, someone had a good theory? I never thought about that, Carmela. What if he's already crazy? What if whatever would affect... Yeah, in the 2 years that I've been thinking about this game, that never occurred to me. What if he's already afflicted with whatever the hands can inflict? And that's why it wouldn't affect him. That's a great theory. I'm going to be thinking of that. Hello, Breecorn994. Thank you so much. If this is your first stream, welcome to the stream. We have some fun here. We get a little silly. We do some simping for Leander. Oh yeah, we just woke up in a nice room. I wake to a pale sunlight filtering through the narrow windows. Despite the clamor of the tavern below, the precious hours of rest have restored my strength and gifted me a flicker of cautious optimism. If I play my cards right, today could be the day I get closer to finding a cure. I wonder if, when this full game, because this is just a demo, but when the full game comes out, is there really a cure? I quickly head out of the Wet Wick. The air clings, sodden and heavy, with the lingering scent of rain. Without the afternoon crowd, the district looks barren and bleak. In the middle of the street, a pair of crows quabble over stale bread crusts. I pause, watching them while I consider my next move. Kuras and Leander both made it clear that the cenobium can't be trusted, but I came so far and endured too much to give up now. I need to see the cenobium for myself, if only to satisfy my curiosity. Surely someone in the bar can point me in the right direction. Oh, I don't know, maybe it's the tallest, most, scariest building there. Hold on a second. I'm about to turn back when a shadow passes over me. A cloud, I think. Until a puff of hot breath tickles the back of my neck. Ah! The shadow trickles down the street in rivulets. Formless dark spreads like ink into blotted shapes. Claws stretch. A muzzle splits open to reveal long, jagged teeth. A growl rumbles so low and deep, I feel it in my chest. I want to run, to scream, but I feel trapped, as though the slightest movement or breath will snap the jaws around me shut. No, I won't let it end like this. If I'm going to die, I want to look at what got me in the eye first. Just like, how dare you? That's very rude. How dare you eat me? I steel myself, then turn. The shadow vanishes as quickly as it came, and I'm left standing in the middle of the street, alone, save for a figure reclining in the shade of a nearby stoop. Is that Foxman? It's Foxman! Why do you do this to me, Foxman? If I had a nickel for every chained-up Foxman that I've encountered in a visual novel, I'd have 2 nickels. A monster. That much is clear from a glance. One that could easily be mistaken for human, were it not for the tufted ears, the tail curled around his ankle. Or the dusk pink eyes with pupils that sharpen like needles when they fall on me. We lock gazes, and the monster uncrosses his long legs. His hair gleams a shade of red that reminds me unsettlingly of blood, where it curls around his collared throat. Jumpy, aren't you? His tone is so light and carefree that I glance over my shoulder to make sure he's speaking to me. And when I look back, the stranger props his chin on his knuckles and regards me with an inscrutable grin. Did you see that shadow just now? It was massive, moved like a beast. Even as I speak, I'm aware of how ridiculous I must sound, but the stranger's smile doesn't falter. The only beast I've seen are the Wick's drooling regulars, though this did catch my eye. That's my key. It's got a little heart on it. Leander! Well, call me Anna. I see who your favorite must be. Yeah, someplace scary. I too would be played like a fiddle by these guys, by all these guys. Yeah, Carmela! The black circles around Leander's eyes is proof that he doesn't sleep because of his madness. I'm gonna be thinking about that this whole time. That's such a good theory. That's such a good theory. Ooh, I hope that's true, that he's actually struggling with a similar curse or something, and he's just like packing on the curses and and able to absorb them or something. Oh yeah, you. How dare you? Give that back, pretty man. With a flick of his wrists, my in-room key dangles from his finger. It turns on its chain, glittering when it catches the light. Well, let's appreciate all that. Goodness, that waste. Those see-through sleeves. So pretty. I don't think I've ever mentioned it before, but kitsune are my favorite yokai, and fox people are some of my favorite things. And he's very kitsune looking. My hands fly to my cloak's pockets and, sure enough, find them flat. He crooks his finger, beckoning. I've already taken 2 steps forward before some stifled instinct stops me. Something feels wrong. I'm still on the edge, thrumming with so much adrenaline that the stranger's shadow flickers at the edges of my vision. I always seem to attract the worst kind of attention, but I can't get rattled now. Who said that's my key, or where did you... Yeah, how would you know that's my key? Yeah. But then again, I did just, go to my pocket, so... Yeah, who said that's my key? I say, I lie. He smiles, wide enough to reveal sharp fangs.
I saw you drop it. You really should be more careful. City like this, somebody might take advantage.
A bald-faced lie said without a hint of irony. I approach the monster, careful to keep an arm's length away. He doesn't look dangerous, but the most deadly ones never do. So pretty, with his flippity-floppity ears. The stranger's chain softly clinks with the tilt of his head. His ears flick.
Keeping your distance?
Until I know what you're capable of.
You think I stole your dinky little key from all the way over here?
He gives an exaggerated sigh.
I'm good with my hands, but not that good. Do I really look like a common thief to you?
He's got me there. The sheer fabric of his sleeves alone would be too expensive for most streets. My lips went in different directions for a second. The sheer fabric of his sleeves alone would be too expensive for most street thieves. His shoes look like they cost more than I spent traveling here. And then there's the shop behind him. No matter the city, parted pink curtains only ever mean one thing. I wanted to put a joke there, but I can't think of anything. It's a brothel, isn't it? I'm not looking to buy, and I doubt I could afford your services anyway. I forget, does he just dress like that? Or does he actually give services? Because he doesn't seem like he would enjoy giving services, but the chain probably... I don't remember. I don't remember anything about Very's story. That's why I'm playing this game 2 years later.
Luckily for you, I don't charge.
The man runs the tip of his tongue over a fang, and for the first time since I stepped into that shadow, I feel something other than dread. My face grows hot. Oh, I'm sorry, but my heart belongs to Leander and Kuras.
I didn't mean to assume. I'm flattered, really. Did you think you could pay to pet my... Wait.
Yes.
I'm flattered, really. Did you think you could pay to pet my ears?
I would. Let me pet them, let me pet the flippity-floppity ears. I just need my key back, and to pet your flippity-floppity ears.
Ask nicely, and I might even let you tug my tail.
Stop! Because I do want to pet his tail. The whole time I was playing, The price of flesh, Fox's route. I wanted to pet his fluffy tail. Just throw it here.
So some spindly little street urchin can snatch it and run?
He raises my key and tilts his head so he can watch it dangle back and forth.
I suppose I could just claim your room for myself.
No, cause Leander, that's Leander's special room, and you don't want to go in there.
Not that I'd be caught dead slumming in the Wick with the rest of those slack-jawed imbeciles. You're obviously not from around here, so tell me, traveler, what misfortune brought you to this wretched place?
Eczema! Thank you so much, Kai Halak. Yeah, the hot fox guy. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. No, please do keep giving Espoir ideas. Call me Anna. Call me Anna, calm down. Calm down. Even though that's basically my reaction whenever Leander's on screen. His voice practically drips with derision. Derision? I'm not telling you anything.
What could have possibly drawn you to this dreary little pig pen, I wonder?
Dreary little pig pen. It's not that bad. He listlessly watches the arc of my key swinging around his finger.
The weather's crap. The food's dreck. And there's entirely too many monsters for a human to feel safe. Unless...
Is he gonna say, unless you're one of those people? And to which I say, yes.
Dagger-sharp eyes flick towards me. They gleam bright with amusement. Unless you're just dying to consort with monsters.
Ooh, me! That's what I want to do. I want to consort with monsters, except the tentacly ones in this game, because they're scary.
By now, my embarrassment is worn away, leaving simmering impatience in its place. If this is a shakedown, it's the most frustrating one I've ever...
Walk away? Play along? I want to play along with him.
How'd you know I spent all my money, starved and nearly died in a swamp, just so I could crawl into bed with the first thirsty monster I met? That earns me a burst of breathy laughter. He gazes at me under his dark lashes. Aren't you funny? Could you be any more obvious? I have been told subtlety's not my strength. So, your place or mine?
The room whose key you stole from me. I'd invite you, if I had my key.
If only I had my key, I might be able to invite you up. His languid gaze glides from me to the key in his hand and back. Take my hand, and we'll go together.
He's calling my bluff. He's calling my bluff, and I don't know what to do about it because I love Leander.
The more he flirts, the more convinced I become that this is some kind of trap.
Wait, I'm not going down the route that's gonna kill me, am I?
No matter how innocent monsters look, they always have tricks up their sleeves.
I'm just gonna save right now, because I don't remember, because Very can kill you. He can kill you, but I don't remember what you gotta do to get that.
No matter how innocent monsters look, they always have tricks up their sleeves. And something tells me that this one's more dangerous than he lets on, even if he has a lovely laugh. I don't know what you want or why you're messing with me, but I'm not coming any closer until I know you aren't going to attack me or bite.
Maybe bite a little bit.
I won't bite hard, unless you beg me. No matter what I say, he finds a way to twist my words into innuendo. Even when I'm silent, he goes on as though we're having a conversation, not a standoff. Do you like dancing? There's a traveling troupe performing in Hightown tonight. Their luteus is utterly exquisite, truly a performance to die for. There's life in this dreadful place if you know where to look.
You sound like you know the city well. Would you know where the place is? The MacGuffin? The monster's gaze flickers from me to the key hanging from his finger.
Naturally. This dump was a little more than a miserable little smear on a map when I first arrived. High town, low town, I know Eridia like the back of my hand.
What about the cenobium? Do you know where that is? His smile vanishes.
Surely you've seen it. That absurdly large tower looming over the rest. It's a little hard to miss.
He must mean that spire I noticed when I first caught sight of Eridia.
The cenobium's overrated. Forget about it. I can show you things those stuffy boars in their limp tower couldn't ever dream of. What do you say? How about the two of us have a little adventure?
Stop! I've already got plans.
Oh? Have you some pressing matters at the cenobium? Lunch dates with librarians? Tea time with the most esteemed abbess?
That's my business. What's it matter to you? I square my shoulders, and the amusement bleeds out of him.
Your loss.
The stranger, finally bored of his own tedious game, extends his hand towards me. The key rests on his palm, neatly dividing skin and leather. When he makes no other move, I reach for the key, but as soon as my fingers graze the smooth brass, his hand springs shut around my elbow. I knew it! Hey!
Hey!
Hey! He yanks me down, and I stagger, my shoes slipping on the steps. For a sick moment, I fear my bandages would unravel under his touch, but he's careful not to disturb them, even as he grips my arm.
I knew I smelled blood. You reek of the road and death.
Hey!
And that fluffing doctor.
Oh yeah, they don't like each other. They really don't like each other. Aww. His voice, once silken, lowers to a smoky growl. The shadows around him seethe and boil.
I don't want to see boiling shadows.
Yeah, exactly. And so far, nobody really likes the cenobium, and I don't remember why. I think they do like torture stuff or unethical stuff there.
And something else.
He murmurs against my throat, nose grazing my jaw. Ah! His breath trails down my neck, sending a thrill of dread through me. His wide, flat eyes gleam with naked hunger as he gazes at me. Your eyes are beautiful! Let go! Just when I fear he'll bite, his grip loosens, and his eyes widen with awe.
It seems I underestimated you. You're...
Very! The stranger's ears flatten, and he releases me with a short breath. What were you going to say? I'm what? What do you smell with your cute little fox sniffer? I yank my arm back, massaging my bandages. He twists around to see a woman duck out from the curtains behind him. From the look of her pressed white uniform, I'm almost certain she's a cleric of the cenobium. Oh. I leave you for all of, 10 minutes, and you're making trouble again. Will you quit harassing the tourists? The stranger, Vere, I take it, rolls his eyes and flashes the cleric a withering smile.
So suspicious. Can't you see this is a friend of mine?
A natural liar. He grins at me, and his tail swishes coyly. And I want to pet his coy tail. Call me on a YouTube keeps... YouTube keeps, this message is held for reviewing your thirst. YouTube cannot handle your thirst. But yeah, he's pretty, I guess. He's okay, I guess. A natural liar. He grins at me, and his tail swishes coyly. The woman purses her lips at me, clearly unconvinced. I open my mouth to correct him,
But Vere cuts in. I was graciously offering my dear friend some free advice. Though his voice remains light and cheerful, his expression darkens. Danger's drawn to you like a moth to a flame. It will always find you, given time. I wonder if that's part of the curse. The woman clicks her tongue, as though she's heard this recital 102 times. Word to the wise, don't take free advice from lazy foxes lounging in the streets. This crook would sell water to a drowning man for the sheer enjoyment of it. Ha! She shrugs off a wilting look from Vere. Oh, please, any friend of yours knows it's true. Now hold still. Vere rises gracefully at her approach. Vere rises gracefully at her approach. He pushes his hair aside so it drapes over one shoulder, exposing the long line of his neck. His neck is so pretty. And suddenly, it dawns on me that the jingling I heard earlier wasn't coming from his harness, but from a heavy iron chain wound around a hitching post. So he's stuck there. Okay. Wound around a hitching post and padlocked to the back of his collar. Oh, I think I must have missed that. He's chained up like a horse? The woman produces a crowded keyring from her pocket. She rifles through a dozen identical keys before selecting one and slotting it into the lock. Come on, unless your friend's tagging along on our merry little soulless hunt. They're hunting inside the city? That soulless in the waste did seem ravenous. I'd rather not run into another one like it. No, thank you. The cleric regards me with a polite, if tight, smile before marching down the stairs. Vere lingers. He stretches his arms over his head with a yawn, and I try not to stare at the way his stomach flattens when he arches his back. Tee hee 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 hee. Breecorn 94, you didn't miss much. We've just met Kuras, Leander, and Vere. I think we've got 2 more characters to meet, and I think by the time we get to who we should choose, yeah, I think I'll stop it when we get there, because I'm already starting to get a little tired. I don't want to overdo it this time. But I'll either make a poll here or a poll, a YouTube community poll as to who we should pursue, because this is still just the demo for the game Touchstarved. I don't know. But then again, once you do pursue a character, well, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But for right now, we're meeting the Foxman Vere, and he's all chained up, and we're trying to find a way to the cenobium that nobody seems to like. Your little secret's safe with me. Try not to get yourself killed, Vere hops off of the stoop and bounds after the woman. His tail sways merrily, as though he hadn't just lied and threatened me. Did you try that thing I mentioned? The Loventian knot? Not the one where you take 3 fingers and... Actually, don't tell me. Knowing you, it's probably disgusting. Vere's airy laughter echoes down the street. It's only after he and the cleric have vanished from sight that I realize I'm still missing something. Wait. Reflexively, I shove my hands into my pockets and find it, the room key. I ease the key from my pocket, smoothing my thumb over its jagged teeth as I try to recall a touch, a tell, or any hint of Vere's sleight of hand, but I can't figure out how he did it. How did he do that? Exactly, call me on it. That woman, it should have been me! It should have been me! All I know for certain is that the cenobium saw fit to leash him, a fate I could share if that's what his vague warning meant. Yeah, they probably would experiment on me or something. I let my eyes drift skywards, past the lanterns gently swaying in the breeze, to the cenobium faintly visible through the haze.
Just one glimpse is all I need. Then I can put all this behind me. This time, the key goes into my coin purse for safekeeping. Nah, I don't know if you want to put it there either. I think I'm gonna take a very short breaky break. Like a 10-minute break. And then we're gonna meet, Mihen? Mihen, I think? Yeah, so I'm gonna take a little break. You guys can take a break too if you want. And I'll be right back. Eh? Eh? Hello. I'm back. Ooh, just sat down. There's something in my eye. Make sure I didn't break nothing. Alright, alright. Everybody good? Everyone have a nice little break? Sorry, I tried not to scare anybody. Alright, I don't know why the game just pops in like that, but whatever. It's okay. Let's see, we just got to, I think, the steps of the cenobium. Ooh, just a second. It's easy enough to follow the winding streets, climbing uphill towards the distant tower. Hours later, legs aching, sweat beading on my forehead, I finally found what I'm searching for. The cenobium of the luminous void. Cool. Metal. It stands at the highest point of Eridia, surrounded by cold white walls. Well-dressed people stroll down the walkways, ignoring the massive tower in their midst. I'm the only one standing before the gates. I crane my neck up until the top of the cenobium spire disappears into the clouds overhead. What do they need such a big tower for? Could they be compensating for something? I frown up at the gates, wondering what secrets wait on the other side. Despite their delicate beauty, there must be more to them than meets the eye. Oh yeah, I think they got a bunch of magic on them. Knocking seems like a terrible idea, but I don't see any other way of making my presence known. I'm halfway up the steps when something moves in my peripheral vision. A shadowy figure crouches beneath one of the white walls. They reach out and tug on a vine, as if testing its strength. Oi, you there! Up. The shadow vanishes as quickly as I spotted it, and a gaunt-faced man in crisp charcoal uniform marches up the steps towards me. Ugh, another tourist. Get out of here once you're done gawking. No, sir, I'm going to gawk freely. A dismissive wave accompanies his equally dismissive words, and he turns without even waiting for my response. I didn't want to look at your stupid tower anyway. I look back at where I saw the intruder, but there's nothing, just the leaves blowing gently in a cool breeze. Yes, Victoria Monreal Fernandez. I'm wearing a never-ending story necklace because I got it off of AliExpress, and it looked cool, and I like the never-ending story. I step away from the gates, hopelessness washing over me. Hello? Ah! A whisper coats the back of my ear, hot and syrupy. Ah, oh yeah! I jerk away, but find no one beside me. Instead, halfway down the staircase, I spot a girl peering up at me. She's barefoot, draped in several layers of worn, moth-eaten clothing. Peculiar metal jewelry hangs across her face and jingles with each slight movement. Her eyes are her most striking feature. They shine a scorching, unnatural crimson. Oh yeah! It feels like staring into the sun, and yet I'm strangely captivated by her. She tilts her head, the tinkling of metal riding the wind. Do you need help? Yes? I'm unsure of how to respond. The air is charged with a mysterious energy, as if each of my words is worth its weight in gold. On the off chance she can help me, I might be, well, On the off chance she can help me, I might as well be somewhat truthful. I do, but wanting it is another question. The giggle she makes is chiming, as a chiming, fluttering sound. I forget if this is someone being controlled or hypnotized. You're honest. I like that. She dips into a polite curtsy. My name is Iris. I was like you once, hopeless and alone. The ones in the tower won't help with your pain. I might be able to, though. Yeah, I think we don't want Iris's help. I try not to dwell on the fact that I'm recognizably desperate. Instead, I focus on her vague offer as I descend the steps. You don't know what I'm looking for. You need what everyone needs in this world. A miracle. Iris turns and my thoughts abruptly scatter. Pitted skin snakes down her shoulders, blooming from a gaping hole in the back of her neck. Ooh. A shuddering breath escapes me. The fluff? Whatever disease she had consumed her from the inside out. How is she able to move or breathe? It's impossible. She shouldn't be alive, and yet she's all messed up. I only get a glimpse before she faces me once more, this time looking a bit bashful. I know it's not pretty, but that's not what matters. The sea spring can cure anything. It can cure you too. Her shining eyes flick to my bandaged hands, then up again, so quick I nearly miss it. I stand there, wordless. It's a twisted miracle, but a miracle nonetheless. She extends a hand out to me, her delicate fingers outstretched. I can take you there, if you'd like. You can decide on your own when you see it. Her hand is frail, marred with tiny wounds. It's the epitome of vulnerability, the complete opposite of the cenobium's mocking, impenetrable gates. And if I say no? It's your choice. The truth is, I don't have much of a choice. Not right now, at least. I wonder if Iris knows that somehow. If there's any hope of finding a cure, I need to follow every lead, including seeing this sea spring for myself. Take her hand, I don't have any other choice. I think we meet Mihen at night. I actually have sweet tea. I've tried Aveeno eczema therapy. I've got it right now. It's like really thick and goopy, but I don't know. I've been just trying a lot of different things. The thing I'm currently trying is to eat a little bit better, and I think avoid dairy and exercise more. Cause I've got creams out the wahoo, but I've tried Aveeno everything at this point. Oh, and oatmeal soaps, like actual oatmeal soap. I've been trying that. But it's just something I have to deal with, much like this curse. It's a curse on my hands. I cautiously slide my hand into hers. Her skin is ice cold through my bandages. Like, I think Iris is telling the truth, but she's not telling the whole truth. We descend from the higher streets, abandoning their gilded decadence as we cross the river. The wet, derelict districts hold more familiarity for me. However, Iris leads me further still, until I am met with an all too familiar sight. Oh yeah, the swamps. My gut lurches when I face the open horizon. That was weird that the music just stopped right there. Kevin MacLeod? Are you controlling this? Actually, is that playlist still going? Ah! Nah. Quit it. Get back there. There. So far the music isn't... Oh, just a second. now, dear?
There's Korean meatballs and noodles. I'll put them in the fridge. I love them. You want this right now?
I can't eat it right now. I'm streaming.
Do you want to put this in the fridge?
Yes, please. Do you want to be on camera, my love?
It's fine. Wait, did you pause it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't pause it. You've already been in some of my videos, my love.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Thank you.
This is the fridge. These are garlic, sesame, vegetables, and just these meatballs were in the freezer for a while.
Ah, they're fine. I'm going to eat them.
All right.
Thank you, my love.
You're welcome. Hello, Espoir. And hello out there in YouTube land.
Thank you for dinner, my love.
You're welcome. She will eat. I love you. You want to leave the cat on the catio?
Yes.
All right. Love you, man.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. My husband brought me some meatballs and noodles for dinner. I'll have to tell him later that people are saying hello, the husband. If you would like to see my husband, he has played Your Boyfriend game with me, and also the game Don't Take This Cat Home with me. He is the cutest man in the world. He is cuter than Leander, and he's cuter than Kuras, and I love him very much. But first we need Iris to take us into the swamp. Just excited that my husband made some dinner for me, because he knows I probably don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner. Aw, may this love find you, Ray Ray. May an excellent partner find everyone who seeks it. Where were we? Oh yeah, Iris is leading us to the sea spring. It's not suspicious at all. The sea spring is straight ahead. Eridia's outskirts are hardly recognizable in daylight, but venturing beyond city walls is a gamble I wasn't prepared to take so soon. I shake my head and pull away from Iris. I'm not leaving the city. She circles in front of me with a placating gesture. Don't be scared. I promise you it's all right. You're as safe inside the city as outside of it, and this stretch before you is the safest of all. That don't look safe. She casts a wistful gaze out over the waste, as if admiring something beyond the vista. This region belongs to Eyes? Eyes? I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Eyes. I'm gonna call it Eyes. Some call him a gang leader, but he's much more than that. It's difficult to string my thoughts together. Only a fool would leave the city, but a primal instinct tells me that Iris isn't lying. She twirls around with another curtsy, jewelry twinkling playfully in the sunlight. Her doe eyes soften with a smile. As I said, it's your choice. Thank you for coming this far. Did you really just want me to walk you through the city? Ugh. I hope we meet again, Espoir. I blink, and she's gone. Confusion grips me as I look around, searching for any trace of her. But I'm completely alone, with only the vast nothingness of the wastes for company. Did I just imagine everything? I could have. No, that whole encounter was real. Everybody else in the city saw Iris, right? Again, that primal instinct insists on it, just like it insists on Iris's honesty. The sea spring is straight ahead. If I manage... Ace? Oh yeah, could it be pronounced Ace? Ace? That sounds more accurate. Yeah, it probably is Ace. The sea spring is... let's see if I remember to call him Ace instead of Eyes. The sea spring is straight ahead. If it managed to cure Iris, I need to see what it can do for me. Ooh. I venture forth, nerves and determination roiling together in my chest. My heart pounds with each step I take from civilization. I don't want to go into the goopy swamp. For what seems like an eternity, I force each foot forward, one step, then another, until a realization hits me. I never told Iris my name. Oh. Something pierces the horizon ahead of me, a building nestled in a tall cliffside. It appears so starkly out of place that it might as well be a hallucination, dripping with extravagance and adorned in honeyed mahogany. It's an ornate jewel of architecture, all the way out here? Oh, thank you so much, Silver Yumi. Yeah, Ace. That sounds better. Ace. Dark silhouettes skirted on both sides. Trees, I think, until I'm close enough to realize that what I mistook for branches were spikes and jutting tendrils. This place got a bunch of monsters. Soulless. Several of them watch me in the distance like statues. Meh. Flashes of last night chase me. The gushes of blood and screams of death. The smell of burning flesh and sour bile. And inappropriate music. I can't go through that again. I won't. Exploding into a messy sprint, I push my legs as fast as they can take me towards the decorated building. The next thing I know, I'm dashing up wooden stairs and crashing through towering double doors. So I just brute forced it. My lungs burn from exertion. I gasp for breath, desperate to be safe. But when I orient myself with my surroundings, it's more hexscape than sanctuary. That's not that bad. Oh yeah, I forgot about the river of blood. Okay, yeah, maybe it is that bad. Blood flows all around me. Are we sure it's blood? I don't know, it probably looks like blood. Overwhelming my vision with a lurid, unholy red. Instinctively, my hand leaps to my mouth. But the rotten stench of blood never comes. Instead, a smoky scent hangs in the air, sharp and spiced. It's just a whole bunch of tea. Oh, really? Mihin is min? Oh, thank you so much, Jelena. So, Ace. Okay, yeah, alright, Min. Not Mihin. I like calling him Mihin. Min. Alright, it's not Vere, it's Ver. Alright, that makes sense. Have I been pronouncing Kuras' name correctly? I put in a fancy R in there. Alright, I'll see if I can remember that. It does, Victoria Monreal Fernandez. It looks like the domain expansion of Sukuna. I haven't watched that far in Jujutsu Kaisen yet. Alright, thank you so much. I'll hopefully can remember that. Because when I read phonetically or visually. Like, my eyes go... What I see goes to my mouth before my brain goes to my mouth. So if I see Mihin, my brain or my mouth or my words say Mihin instead of thinking, oh wait, maybe the H is silent and it's just Min. Well, I don't know, we'll see what happens. I swallow thickly, convincing myself that it's not as gruesome as it appears. This has to be the sea spring, the place that grants miracles. It doesn't look that bad, but I wouldn't expect any miracles here. Many miracles here would come at a cost. Tall pillars flank me, blanketed in written notes. Seating pillows scatter the floor. A rustic kettle sits nearby. Someone must live here, despite how eerily empty it is. Call out? Stay silent? I think he doesn't like it when I'm loud, so I'll be quiet. I approach the paper-covered pillars. Maybe something here can tell me more. I reach for the topmost one, the closest one, I think I chose the closest one, so what's the bottom one? In the last video, when I played this demo 2 years ago, I reach for a note at the lower end. It reads, "They watch me through the mirrors. They won't stop staring. They know what I did, but they won't have me. I'm safe now. I'm safe now. I'm safe now." I don't think that person's safe now. Ah! How dare you? That's in some kind of code that I don't know. The writing deteriorates into unintelligible scrawl. Before I can ponder it further, a sharp chill runs down my spine. Something's watching me. I quickly set the note back, my eyes darting around the wooden deck, but it's still empty. Finally, I look towards the sea spring. That stillness hides something deeper. Something wrong. Oh yeah, I think there's something in there. Hey! Why does it sound like something's flapping from my air conditioner? Oh, well, that's probably nothing. That's probably nothing I need to worry about. Exactly, Silver Yumi. Why does this look like a river of strawberry jam? I spin around and come face to face with a pack of soulless. Ah! They chitter and growl, tendrils and spikes flaring threateningly, all different sizes and species, but sharing one identical trait: glowing crimson eyes, not those big scary yellow ones. I try to back away, but my heel teeters over the sea spring. I'm cornered. Watch your step. It's deeper than it looks. That voice again. At the sound of it, the soulless freeze, their snarls quieting. Ah! I search for the voice's source and find it above me, lounging in the rafters. You look lost, little sparrow. He's pretty. They're all pretty. I forgot how pretty he is. His gaze is a violent crimson, one that sears through me, leaves me feeling raw and exposed. They're the same eyes I've seen over and over, first with Iris, now with the soulless circling me, all bound by the sea spring's blood red. Cool. In the shroud of darkness behind him, shapes like massive tentacles twist and coil around the wooden beams. Oh yeah, I don't think I noticed that the first time I played. Over here, by his arm, there's some gosh darn Cthulhu-looking tendrils up in the ceiling. Ah! That's scary. Tibby. Chest window. Gotta stay loyal to your foxboy, call me Anna. In the shroud of darkness behind him, shapes like massive tentacles twist and coil around the wooden beams. I can't focus. The soulless's growls ring in my ears. They're not advancing, but they could change. That could change any second. Panic rises in my throat as I struggle to track them. Hey! Eyes on me. Okay. My stomach rolls as I tear my eyes away from the soulless. Don't ignore someone who's talking to you. It's not polite. For a moment, anger knocks my fear aside. Who is this? Very, very handsome. Chest window. Red eyes. Oh, sorry. I'm fluff you, or I'm distracted. I'm kind of distracted by the soulless about to maul me. And your exposed chest. And also the gosh darn tentacles. Everyone in this game has such a cool design. And that is his name.
Only on my command.
I scanned the soulless again. They really aren't attacking. They're posturing more than anything else. They're just standing around. You tamed them?
Power of the sea spring. They're hungry, so they might bite. But you could give me a reason to stop them.
How about I didn't do anything wrong?
Trespassing.
And that's punishable by death? He gives a non-committal shrug.
Expecting mercy was your first mistake.
My voice stops in my throat. Now, I don't consider the word bastard to be a curse word, but some people do, and YouTube does not, surprisingly. I know I've brought it up before. I don't consider bastard a curse word, so I feel comfortable saying it. YouTube doesn't censor it when I say it, but YouTube censors the word moron. When I'm doing the subtitles, it'll blank out the word moron, but it won't blank out the word bastard, which means someone who is a child out of wedlock, or someone who is a real pain in the butt, like the character in my favorite anime of the same name. So I'm sorry if it makes you unsettled when I say it, but bastard is not a curse word to me. It is just the name of my favorite anime. So, there's that. This bastard's terse coolness is both infuriating and terrifying. Listen, you, with your nice chest and your bone necklace. I rack my brain for a way to diffuse the situation. Tell me what you want. I need help. Okay, fine. I need help. I thought the sea spring could cure me somehow. My voice wavers pathetically. Honesty has never been my strong suit. He cants his head to the side, appraising me, but doesn't respond. I fidget nervously. I'm telling you, I came here for help. Are you listening? Is he a tsundere? Is he like...
It's not like I like you or anything.
I don't remember. Yeah, it's been 2 years since I played the demo. I can't remember what his personality was.
Your hands.
Alarm jolts through me. I hide my hands under my cloak.
Show me.
Why?
Won't ask twice.
Yeah, he's a tsundere or something like that. With a sharp exhale, I reluctantly hold out my bandaged hands. Are you getting off on this? You like hands or something? You're like that one guy from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure who really likes hands?
Unwrap them.
Heat rushes to my face, and fire to my tongue. I should give him a piece of my mind, but not when his soulless are one command away from ripping me to shreds. Fine. Yet, no matter how much I will myself to move, my body stays frozen in place. I stand there for a long, agonizing minute. My hands are trembling when I finally raise them. I know the skin beneath the wrappings all too well. The hideous, unnatural flesh I've grown to despise. Hey, don't talk about your eczema that way. I grip the edge of the bandages. Stop. Listen, dude, now you're getting on my nerves. With a wary sigh, the man slides off the beam and lands with a thud that shakes the panels underfoot. He's a monster, with an imposing figure that towers over me. I couldn't tell how tall he was before, but he's big, illuminated by lantern light. His features are stronger and sharper. Let's get a load of this guy. He's even got white hair at the bottom. He's so cool. Subtle clinks of metal accompany each of his footsteps. The closer he gets to me, the faster my heart hitches. No, no, my heart belongs to Leander. What does he want? Is he going to kill me? I step backwards and find nothing to set my foot on. I'd forgotten my back was to the sea spring. I fall right before a warm hand catches my lower back. I'm hovering over the sea spring, the scent of smoke and leather enveloping me. Blazing eyes bore into mine.
Told you to watch your step.
I'm too stunned to muster a response. Don't betray Ver. Call me Anna. Don't betray him. Like I weigh nothing, he guides me back to solid ground. Following a subtle gesture from his fingers, the soulless around us disperse and relax. The shift in their demeanor is so abrupt, it gives me whiplash. The enormous tentacles are no longer in the rafters. Oh, is that like a giant soulless up there then? Though now I doubt I ever saw them at all. Either way, I let out a breath of relief. Thanks. As focused on me as he was before, the monster pays no attention to me now. He kicks some seating pillows out of the walkways, checks the contents of the kettle with a scowl. The sudden disregard is almost insulting. Listen, sir. So that's it? I'm not a threat anymore?
Never were one.
Then why'd you threaten me?
People get honest when they're afraid.
You're infuriatingly handsome. In other words, he was messing with me. I drag a hand over my face, exhausted by the fact that this is the second time a monster has provoked me today. You're Ace, aren't you? I said his name right.
Depends on who's asking.
One of your friends told me this was your territory. She also said you were a gang leader. But there's no one else here. I thought there'd be more people. Ace picks up the kettle, walks to the edge of the sea spring, and dumps the contents into the endless red.
They took a walk.
Aw, his smile. His pleasant smile stretches ear to ear. Then in an instant, it drops. I get the sense that I shouldn't ask about that again. Strange. Aw, did all your friends leave? I've learnt to recognize a real leader when I see one. Ace, regrettably, fits the type perfectly. He knows how to scare people, and he expects submission, but it's uncommon for someone so used to being in power to be so alone. Aww.
You said you came here for help.
Depends. Can the sea spring cure a curse?
Probably.
You mean you don't know?
Nope.
Sir! He shakes out the empty kettle and starts collecting stray cups, tidying up. My frustration builds. I narrow my eyes at him in a questioning glare. When he notices, he returns it with an amused smirk. Are you being irritating on purpose?
Listen, Sparrow. The sea spring can cure anything. Nothing's stopping you from trying it yourself.
What do I have to do?
Drink.
I have to drink from the sea spring? I don't think I want to do that. Exactly, Kelly Boat Rider. The monster joke. We said Fox Boiler. It wasn't a joke anymore. We are going to what was it? Consort. We're going to consort with monsters. My eyes glide to the blood-like pool beside us. The idea of ingesting the liquid makes my guts churn. Is there a price?
Always.
Ace taps his temple with a finger.
You lose it a little bit.
That's it? Might have already beat it to the punch. My humor earns me an amused, fanged grin. Hee. I think when I first played this, a lot of people said that Ace was their favorite, which is very understandable.
This is a little different. When you drink from the sea spring, you forget who you are. Your mind combines with everyone else who ever drank before. Humans, monsters, soulless, one big happy family in your head. My blood runs cold. I've heard of these before. Group minds. I thought they were just rumors. I've heard whispers of cults performing rituals to bind their members' minds together. It never seemed possible. But something tells me this is real, even if one thing doesn't add up. Your eyes are red too, but you obviously haven't forgotten who you are. Before I can finish my sentence, Ace strides past me, towards the entrance. Time's up. Let's finish this later.
Wait, already? You barely told me anything.
Came on a bad day. I've got somewhere to be.
There's still so many questions burning on the tip of my tongue, but my frustration spills out before I can ask any of them. I was told to come here for help, but instead I get threatened and kicked out. You're joking, right?
Watch your tone. I'm nice, but you don't want to ruin the host's mood.
My skin prickles. The feeling of being watched washes over me again. My eyes dart back over to the sea spring. A lone ripple dances on the quiet surface. There's something in there, isn't it? I take Ace's advice and clamp my mouth shut. Ace approaches a nearby soulless, a lanky, dog-like one with 6 legs and a crown of tendrils. Several sets of red eyes adorn its side. Its forked tail wags rapidly when Ace squats beside it. He runs his fingers through the tendrils, scratches its chin, and pats its head. Oh! A gentle smile plays across Ace's lips. The affection he holds for the soulless is painfully clear.
Oh, he's a puppy monster. Adorable.
I dip my eyes away, my stomach fluttering at the tender sight.
It's getting dark out, so this pretty girl will guide you back.
Thank you, pretty girl.
Following a short whistle from Ace's lips, it trots over to the entrance obediently, tail swaying. I'm gonna pet that soulless. I'm gonna pet it and call it a good girl. I watch the soulless warily. Pretty is not a word I would use to describe it, and the idea of it protecting me sounds absurd. If I decide to drink, how will I find you?
Find someone with eyes like mine. They'll point you in the right direction. But think it over. Once you drink, you can't go back.
It's a lot to process, but I give a small nod. At least I know I have another option for a cure, as disturbing as it may be.
Ooh.
I follow the soulless at a measured distance and watch it nudge the giant doors open with ease. When I'm about to cross the threshold, I sneak one last glance behind me. My heart skips when I meet Ace's eyes. I'm about to snap my head away, but he just flashes me an easy smile.
Till next time, Sparrow. I'll buy you a drink for scaring you.
I don't trust myself to do anything but respond with another curt nod.
Oh, what a nice young man.
Not suspicious at all. Exactly, MJ. Leander is definitely an undercover playboy. I still say he's gonna betray us. He's gonna smile and he's gonna put a knife in our back and I'm gonna say, "Thank you, sir. May I have another, sir?" Outside, more crimson-eyed soulless scuttle about. It's hard to believe it's the same threatening pack from before. They chase each other in circles, roll around in the bog's mud. I've never known soulless to play, let alone keep company with each other. They're usually territorial and hostile. A part of me is almost happy for them. Being alone in this world is a fate I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, and somehow the sea spring has given them a family. But now's not the time to be envious of bloodthirsty creatures. The soulless pay no attention to me, as the dog-like one escorts me away.
Dusk darkens the sky by the time we reach the city. The soulless sits, canting its head at me with familiar crimson eyes. I think it wants something. Pet, the soulless. I've never encountered a soulless that likes to be pet, but I've never encountered a soulless that escorts people safely back to town either. I slowly reach out to the soulless, letting it sniff my closed fist so I don't startle it. But it just headbutts my knuckles, impatient and demanding. I let out a snicker. Okay. I carefully glide my fingers through the soulless's tendrils and scratch beneath its chin. Scratch beneath its chin, just like Ace did. It pushes into my palm in response. Aww, rumbling with a sound akin to a purr. The vibrations are soothing, almost healing my fatigue. Or is it like a giant kitty instead of a dog? When it's satisfied, the soulless spins around and scampers back in the direction we came, vanishing into the darkness. I've just arrived in Eridia, but I've already encountered so many things I thought were impossible, tamed soulless being one of them. My head spins. Maybe I should call it a day. Whew. The big red soulless eyes. It probably does have big red eyes like that. Ooh. It's alright, SO. Be cringe on purpose. Be happy. Be cringe. He does have really cool rings, Silver Yumi. Nightfall creeps across the streets of... Wait, hold on. Can I find a more appropriate song?
Hee, this is entirely unnecessary.
No, not really. Can't really find anything. Oh well, I've got that on hand for when things pick up. Because I think they're about to. Ooh. Nightfall creeps across the streets of Eridia. The city, labyrinthine even in daytime, has now become a warren of treacherous alleyways. The streets are completely deserted. If I hadn't been here earlier, I would have thought this part of the city was abandoned. My steps slow when I hear rustling in the dark. Or maybe no music would be appropriate. Because spooky things about to happen. I strain my ears, but everything is still. Is the silence playing tricks on me? Ooh, this is the thing that we got, 'cause we're survivalists. I need to move. I draw my cloak close and move towards the nearest building to disguise my silhouette in the dark. It was a quiet, wet sound, the sound of blood and flesh squelching. Something is out here, on the streets with me. A soulless? A monster? If it's a monster, is he cute? I'm not quite sure which direction it came from, but I can't say either. I need to get somewhere safer. Though I keep my eyes sharp and listen intently, there's only the sound of my own footsteps. I know what I heard. As the moments pass and nothing happens, I only grow more tense. I turn the next corner, and my thoughts come screaming to a halt. My head spins, the world blurring as adrenaline rushes through my veins. Only one thing is clear amidst the haze. Ah! The soulless that attacked the caravan. Oh, is it the same one? Action music. It's crouched over a dark, indistinct shape. A body. A garland of intestines spilled from pallid flesh. Blood grouts the cobblestones. Holding my breath, I take a step backwards. How did this thing get all the way in here? When the wet slurping sounds don't abate, I take another, then another, and then I'm running. Then a shard of glass crunches under my heel. The world slows to a crawl as the soulless raises its head, blood dripping from its tendrils, every single one of its bulging eyes fixed unblinkingly on me. It's really here. It's come back for me. Run? No. Let's just stand here and count how many eyes it has. Let's run. I'm off like a shot, running for my life through the darkened streets. That's an awful sound. The soulless howls, its raspy voice harsh with hunger, and heavy footfalls pound after me. My heart thunders in my chest. I take turns at random, trying to lose the soulless in the maze of streets, but I can't seem to shake it. I can hear its breathing now, a wet, fluttering rasp, drawing closer and closer. The same claws that severed my arms swipe out. I duck, saved by pure reflex, and skid around a corner, only to freeze. A wall twice as high as me bars my way. A dead end. Gosh darn it. Behind me, the soulless looms. It's enormous, taking up nearly the entire width of the alleyway. Its long, claw-tipped limbs give it the advantage of reach. Fight back? Try to escape? I don't think there's any fight in that thing. Save. Try to escape? As the soulless prowls closer, my eyes dart from side to side, looking for an escape. The soulless is blocking the obvious way out, but right behind me, there's a rickety door that must lead into the adjoining building. If I can get inside, the soulless's size will hinder any attempt to pursue me. I whirl, grabbing at the handle. It turns completely, the hinges creaking as I push, and I feel a flash of hope before a weight hits the door from the other side and slams it shut. Ah! The click of the lock turning is grimly final. Dang it! In this wretched world, few people will stick their neck out to help their own flesh and blood, never mind a stranger. The soulless gives a rasping hiss. It's the only warning I get before it lunges for me with a flash of claws. I hurl myself to the side, but the slick cobblestones betray me. I fall, sprawling over the rough stone. As the soulless looms over me, I scramble away from it until my back hits the wall. There's nowhere left to go. It descends on me for the kill. Well, game over. No, it's not game over. But the impact never comes. I warily crack one eye open, then the other, not sure whether I should believe what I'm seeing. A hooded figure crouches in front of me, one blood-stained hand outstretched. And not a single bloodstain on their cool outfit. Moonlight silvers the edge of their stiletto knife. Their face and hands are splattered with blood, and the soulless. My eyes dart past my unexpected rescuer to the misshapen form behind them. The soulless's many eyes, once restless and vibrant, now look dull and waxy. A red pool spreads slowly from under its body. Numb with shock, I can't help but stare. After all, the people it's killed, after nearly killing me twice, I can hardly believe it's dead. Well, I gingerly take the offered hand. The hunter's gaze dips to my bandages. Pale lips part, on the brink of a question, then close again. With a strength belaying their slight frame, they pull me upright. Thank you. I can feel the tension in their grip. Their fingers tremble like they want to pull away. It's a sensation I'm all too familiar with myself. Despite their obvious discomfort, They pause for a moment, pale eyes sweeping over me. Not going to fall? When I shake my head, they hastily let go and back off, wiping the blood from their face and hands.
So pretty. So very pretty.
The hunter turns away from me, the heel of their boot hitting the Solus's gangly body. They lean over it, studying it intently. With their back to me, I realize that their hooded silhouette is familiar.
Oh yeah, you're that person who was trying to break into the place.
I saw them outside the cenobium. Vestigial or functional? I'm startled out of my thoughts when they speak, but they aren't looking at me. Can't all be processed in the brain. It's occipital? Its occipital lobes would have to be enormous. In fact, I don't think they're talking to me at all.
Stay quiet. They're doing their thing.
I linger to listen, curious despite myself. They move to the Solus's other side, still engrossed in their study of its many eyes. Sensory lag wouldn't be a problem, but how does it composite all the neurological input?
Yeah, that is a good question, actually. They got all them eyes. How are they seeing all at once? Oh, good night, Outcast Forever. Thank you for joining us. I hope you get lots of rest. So they kind of do look like a Death Note character, a teeny bit. It's the outfit kind of like, if they were wearing more modern clothes, probably, but I can see it a little bit. Oh, Nier from Death Note? I don't think I've watched that far. I actually haven't watched very much of Death Note.
I wonder. Maybe they caught sight of me in their peripheral vision, or maybe they heard me shift slightly. The hunter jolts upright, wide eyes landing on me. You're still here. What do you want?
I saw you at the cenobium earlier.
I saw you at the cenobium earlier. Do students there usually go Solus hunting at night? I wouldn't know. I'm not a student.
A teacher, then. I don't think a teacher would be trying to figure out how to bust in there.
They might look a bit young for that, but my own teacher used to tell me about how she became a cenobium lecturer as a teenager, so it's not impossible. No. Then, what were you... Before I can finish my question, they interrupt me. What are you thinking, traveling alone at night? This is far from the worst thing haunting Lowtown. I can't make heads or tails of them. First they save me, and now they scold me. Lesson learned. I could do without the lecture, though. To my surprise, they break eye contact. They frown, though their disapproval doesn't seem directed at me.
No, Min is the one who is tsundere.
If you're not going to run off screaming, you might as well wait until I'm done. Their attention glides back to the Solus's corpse. They examine it with an inscrutable expression. I clear my throat to fill the silence. I'm Espoir. Min. And it's not Mihin Espoir, it's Min. Suddenly, Min tenses. Their blade flashes as they drive it into the back of the Solus's neck. The Solus thrashes once, letting out a rattling hiss as the air leaves its lungs. Mihin leans on the blade, driving it deeper and deeper until there's a sickening crunch, and the creature goes limp. My heart thuds in my chest. It must have been clinging to life by a thread. Min straightens up, withdrawing their blade in a single smooth motion. Better to put wretched things like this out of their misery. They calmly clean the blood from their knife. I swallow, my eyes still glued to the cooling corpse.
Are you a scientist?
Are you some kind of scientist? Min stops mid-motion, lifting their head to stare at me. You know exactly where to strike. Have you studied anatomy or medicine? Not quite. Why is a soulless inside the city? Min looks at me, eyes searching, before realization dawns. You're new here. There's no walls around the city. Soulless can come and go as they please, until someone is contracted to stop them. The Cenobium's patrols don't bother to protect Lowtown, not anymore. Let me guess, you're not a fan of the Cenobium. I wouldn't go that far. Either way, it looks like I owe you. Min's brow abruptly furrows, and they sheath their knife, motioning for me to follow. It's not safe here. The vultures can smell death. I'm not quite sure what they mean, but I don't want to stay lost in this city. I trail behind them as they stride down the street. If it's so dangerous, then why are you helping me? I came for the bounty on that soulless, and you were in the way. Not killing you isn't the same as helping you. Don't count on being so lucky again, or you'll be dead by sunrise. Their answer is stingingly harsh.
I just need to find my room. Ooh.
Vigilante cutie. Yeah, they kind of are. I hold my hands up, trying to forestall any more snippy comments. All right, I get it. I'd love to get out of your way, but I'm sort of lost. I just need directions back to my lodgings. Their brow furrows slightly. They open their mouth, and for a moment I could swear they look regretful. They sigh and shake their head. It's too dangerous at this hour. I'll take you to wherever you're staying. I wasn't expecting to... My body wants the meatballs. Meatballs that my husband bought me. I wasn't expecting to get directions, given their attitude. When they realize I'm staring, they look away with a huff. Aww. It'll be faster. That's all. I have a room at the Wet Wick. At the name, Min's face falls. That gaudy cesspit. Not a fan? It's full of drunks and idiots. What do you think? True, it doesn't seem like their kind of place. Well, that's where I'm staying. Are you taking back your offer? Min exhales sharply and shakes their head. This way. They're tired of this already. Min's route is completely different from my slow early morning meandering. Their steps are swift and sure, even though all the streets blur together in the dark. You know this city pretty well. I grew up here. I think that's the first thing they've told me voluntarily since we met. Was it always like this? Min's gaze wanders, dragging along the dingy buildings. I struggle to decipher their expression. Regret? No, Eridia was never perfect, but it used to be a place worth living in. I can't make heads or tails of Min's answer. Eridia is the last bastion of humanity in this wasteland. Where else is worth living? The Wet Wick's not much further now. In no time at all, the shadowy alleys of Lowtown give way to a brightly lit avenues and crowds of lively people.
Oh.
Hello, Adele was definitely not here. For the longest time, I thought his name was Mihin. It's Min. So I think I've been corrected with a lot of their names. Ooh. But honestly, I'm starting to get a little tired, so I think I'm not gonna stop just yet. But I think, when it gets to the point where we can choose who we can go off with and finish the rest of the demo with, I'll stop there. And then in the next stream, next Saturday, we can go down through everybody's routes. Yeah, because I'm starting to get tired. It's as if half the city has poured into the Amaryllis district's colorful streets. Laughter, clinking glasses, and music assault my ears from every direction. Yet most of the noise comes from the Wet Wick. Its doors hang wide open. Bright lanterns frame a tall and familiar figure.
Espoir. And Min, I see.
It's hard to say which of us is more surprised. You know each other? Yeah, those two are friends, I think.
Min is a freelancer who has done a few errands for me. They're quite reliable. Though I can't say I remember you ever escorting travelers.
Espoir nearly walked into the jaws of a soulless. I thought bringing her here would be less trouble.
Ah, if you're staying here, I take it Leander was able to help you. As it happens, I was also headed in that direction. Shall we?
We're all gonna hang out together.
Fine.
He still owes me for yesterday's work. Mihan drags their feet, reluctantly trailing me into the tavern. Yeah, I think you choose, like, after everybody, like, gets together for a little while. Phew. Yeah, Kuras would have to be my number 2. As soon as the doors open, a wave of sticky heat rolls over me. In the hours since I left, the wick has grown suffocatingly crowded. Kuras stands a head taller than most. Even so, I nearly lose sight of him amid the sea of swarming bodies. Adele was definitely not here. The YouTube can also not handle your love of Kuras. I guess if you want to scream or bark madly for the person you love, maybe keep it to 4 capital A's. Maybe YouTube will stop, because it shows me when messages are held for review. So maybe just keep it down to like 4 capital A's.
Pardon me.
As if on cue, the crowd parts. Kuras glances over his shoulder at Min and me before gliding through. How can anyone breathe in here? Aw. Min follows at a clipped pace.
There's my husband. There's my husband. Oh.
No, I gotta stop simping so hard. We'll never finish this video and I'll never get to eat my real husband's... I'm not gonna finish that. My husband came by and he gave me a meatball dinner. Behind the door, Leander holds a pair of shot glasses brimming with luminous green liquid. I'm never gonna get over that you drank the pickle beer, Leander.
And now for the finishing touch.
A flash of magic paints the glasses white with frost.
You'll never guess what's in these.
He slides the glasses across the counter, and I get my 3rd and 4th shocks of the evening in rapid succession. Ace leans over the bar, an elbow propped up on the counter. He catches the glasses and lifts one to the light before turning it upside down. The contents, magically congealed, stay firmly in place.
You're supposed to make drinks, pretty boy. Don't tell me you're wasted already.
Vare, perched on the counter beside Ace, looks at the shot glass and shakes his head.
What have we here? A bucket full of boogers? Leander's nose treasure? You've eaten worse.
Vare's lips twitch and his ears flatten when offered a glass. Ace snickers.
Coward. Don't tell me you're actually...
In one fluid motion, Ace throws his head back and downs the shot.
Drinking that.
A dark look crosses Ace's face.
It's chewy.
Leander is bad at beers.
Chewy? Wait, let me try again.
Behind me, Min grumbles.
I told you this place was a nest of degenerates. If it isn't Kuras and Min.
At the sound of Leander's voice, Min's pale eyes grow wide. They look ready to bolt until Kuras sets a hand on their shoulder.
This will not take long, I promise.
Min's eyes dart from Kuras's hand to his face, then soften.
Fine, you first.
While they step forward, I linger behind, struck with a sudden revelation. All of the people I've met today know each other. Is this some kind of conspiracy? Did you all plan this? Was it Kuras said, hey, there's this cutie pie coming into the town. We should all, like meet her in different stages of her stay here. No, it's all just coincidence. Or maybe it's that whole being drawn to trouble that the curse does.
Good evening, Leander. Ace, another drinking competition, I presume?
Aw, look at the aw.
Is it evening already? Just some friendly rivalry, Doctor. No need to be alarmed.
Kuras acknowledges Leander and Ace with a slight nod, ignoring Ver entirely. Not that Ver seems to mind. He tilts his head, lips curving into an impish smile, when he spots Min brooding behind Kuras.
You leave them alone.
I almost didn't see you there, Min. Looking for your booster seat?
Min pushes their hood back and levels Ver with a cool look. I thought pets weren't allowed in here.
Oh!
Ver's eyes narrow.
Oh! Oh!
At the first sign of an impending fight, Leander vaults over the counter.
Let's try and keep the peace. It's not every day the esteemed doctor takes us up on a drink.
His arm snakes around Kuras's shoulders.
You are finally taking me up on that drink, right, Kuras? I'm afraid not. We were merely escorting a squaw back to her lodgings.
Kuras gestures in my direction, and I go,
Hello!
And my stomach sinks. I reluctantly step into the light. Leander's face brightens as soon as he sees me.
Espoir! It's been too long. Everyone, this is Espoir. She's new to Eridia.
And everyone says, we've met. I feel 4 pairs of eyes fix on me, and suddenly the bar seems suffocatingly small. My voice nearly catches in my throat. Hi. Again. Hi everyone. Again.
Again? You've met?
Ace and Ver regard me with subtly amused expressions.
We did. Not that long ago either. To think we'd cross paths once again. It must be fate.
Or the curse leading me to trouble. Yeah. You're right, Silver Yumi. Ace said he owes us a drink. Wait on. Let's appreciate this picture. Goodness, Ver, your legs. Your legs, Ver. Just everyone's design is so hot. But Leander is my love. But I think we're getting closer to where I'd like to stop, because I'm getting tired. Oh wait, do I still have the creepy music playing? Didn't even realize it.
This calls for drinks. I'm buying.
All eyes turn to Leander, freeing me from the burden of attention. I still can't believe they all know each other. Watching them talk amongst themselves is surreal. But for the first time since I undertook the journey to Eridia, I feel a faint glimmer of hope. I know I was meant to meet them. This gaggle of losers. The low, pleasant rumble of Leander's laughter pulls me from my restless thoughts.
I've got to admit, I'm surprised. You made friends fast, Espoir.
I kind of stumbled upon each of them. I wouldn't go that far. We're more like acquaintances.
A wise man once said that acquaintances are merely friends you haven't shared a drink with yet.
A wise man. You said that. Here, last week.
Ha!
Mian's lips curl with distaste, but Leander continues unperturbed.
Let's toast to Espoir's health. Care to join us in, Doctor?
Kuras politely declines with a wave of his hand.
How about you, Mian?
No.
Are you...
No. A resounding pop pierces the din of the bar. We all turn to find the bartender pouring champagne from an old bottle, its label worn blank. He hands the drink to Ver.
When did they start serving champagne here?
Ver pauses to lick the foam from his fingers with a coy smile.
You don't mind, do you?
In a blink, the concern on Leander's face vanishes.
No, be my guest.
Exactly, Uggy Stoopy. That's a lot of meat. That's an egregious lot of meat. While chuckling, Leander shoots the bartender a questioning look. Completely disinterested in his company, Ace cants his head at me with a light smile.
How about you, Sparrow? I did say I'd buy you a drink. No, my treat.
No, he said he would. Ace regards Leander over the rim of his glass. In the dim light, the glint in his eyes looks downright dangerous.
What'll it be, Espoir?
I'll take that drink. Drink with everybody.
I'll take you up on that drink, as long as it's not one of those green shots.
Or your pickle beer.
I disregard the pickle beer, but I kind of want to taste it now.
Don't knock it until you've tried them. They taste better than they look.
Somehow I doubt that, but I hold my tongue. Min and Kuras drift towards one end of the bar. Both seem eager to leave at a moment's notice.
So me, if I go to a bar, I just want to leave.
And neither has ordered anything. Not even a water? Not even a sparkling cider? Ace and Ver linger. Several glasses stand empty between them, and the two show no signs of slowing down. So do they branch off here? I don't think this is the branch off part.
Eh.
Uh-oh. It kind of looks like my YouTube studio has froze. That's not good. Well, shucks. And it's not letting me make a poll right now. Oh, right. I should save my game. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, good idea. Thank you, Adele was definitely not here, and also Silver Yumi. Alright, so I'm gonna... Because I know there's... Yeah, I know you, like, branch off with them individually, right? So here I would make a poll, but my YouTube studio has frozen for some reason, and if I try to restart it, I'm worried that it's gonna crash the whole stream, so I'm just gonna... Ace and Ver, Mihen and Kuras. I'll stay with these guys for a second. Ace's eyes meet mine in a flash of red. He gives a smile that's too wide to be reassuring.
Don't worry. Leander's more likely to slip poison into my drink than yours.
Excuse me?
He considers his cup, a tumbler of amber-colored whiskey. Leander's tried to kill me 12 times by now. It's always a gamble.
Can he? These two look like best buddies.
Ver looks my way with a half-lidded gaze, softened by his third glass of champagne. If I were you, I wouldn't let Leander put anything in my mouth.
I should put Leander put in the mouth. He could put.
Okay, yeah. Walked right into that joke.
He grins, revealing the sharp white tips of his fangs. The Wet Wick is one of Eridia's finest drinking establishments. Allow us to treat you to the best this city has to offer. May I interest you in the signature watered-down drink? Or perhaps some stale nut leather?
He gestures at a chipped ceramic bowl filled with spindly, speckled jerky that I can only assume is nut leather.
Nut leather. Nut leather.
What is with the food in this city? If this place is as foul as you say, how come it's completely packed? Yeah, Ver.
It's not all bad. Depending on the day, the food's edible. Ace takes a measured sip of his drink. Gotta stick around for the real attractions, though.
Before I can respond, Leander returns with a tumbler and sets it in front of me. A strip of orange peel bobs in the pool of thin red alcohol. Ooh. I sniff the drink. To my relief, all I smell is the sweet scent of pomegranates with an undercurrent of fermented fruit.
Relax. It's just the local specialty, pomegranate wine. Although, if you're feeling more adventurous...
No, I'm good.
I shake my head. Leander raps his knuckles against the bar until the group falls silent. All right, everyone, let's toast. May Espoir's stay in Eridia be full of bright adventures and discoveries. Cheers!
And smooches from Leander. I said that really quickly and it's like, what?
Leander, Ace, and Ver raise their glasses in unison. Mian only crosses their arms, and Kuras watches with polite indifference. Aw. I tip my drink back. The wine is eye-wateringly strong. Despite a sharp, bitter edge, it goes down smoothly. One sip softens the edge of my vision. The next fades the din of the crowded bar into a low, persistent murmur. I find myself unwinding for what feels like the first time in years.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about being so touch-starved.
Aren't you the popular one, Espoir? You must have met Kuras first. It would be more accurate to say that I found her.
He saved my life. He fixed my arm.
I merely performed my duty as a doctor.
Although, I'll admit I was confused when I woke up naked. Their faces! Both of their faces!
Leander makes a choked noise. Somewhere behind him, Mian sighs.
It's not what you think.
Espoir was in grave condition. I could hardly treat such injuries through tattered clothes. The silence that follows stretches uncomfortably long. I look away, unable to face Kuras's disappointment, and catch Ver snickering behind his hand. That's my cue to change the topic. Kuras isn't the only one who saved me today. Don't you listen? I didn't save you. You were simply there. That's Mian for you. Leander reaches for Min, but they duck under his arm with practice ease. They're like, nope, not today. As reliable as they are moody. You're the one to talk, considering you neglected to warn her to stay off the streets at night.
Yeah, Leander.
What? Of course I warned her, I think.
No, we were busy doing forbidden hand-holding. that would be an important piece of information.
Mihin's only response is a short breath.
At any rate, I never got a chance to thank you, Min. Don't. The less soulless alive, the better. Min's eyes flick towards Ace, and their lips twist. Ace is too busy nodding along to Vere's enthusiastic pantomime of stabbing to notice. I've had enough of this heckhole. Let's go. Min and Kuras share a brief look. Then the doctor speaks up.
Very well, but there is something that I must discuss with Leander, if you'll excuse us, Espoir.
And just like that, the three of them depart, leaving me alone to savor my drink in silence. Or so I think, until I hear a voice so soft and low, it's practically a purr.
Lost your tour guide?
I turn to find two pairs of slit eyes trained on me. Oh yeah, they do both have monster eyes. It's not lost on me that Ace and Vere chose to pounce the instant the others left. Of course I'd be stuck with the two most irritating people I've met all day. Monsters or not, there's no telling what I'll do if either of them push me again.
Don't tell me Leander already snuck out back to get his knob slobbered.
No. If anybody's gonna do any slobbering around here... He's got business with Kuras and Mihan.
2-on-1 business, huh? Lucky.
It should have been me! I can't tell if it's the champagne or the company, but Vere has grown noticeably more relaxed. He sits with his chin propped on the back of his hand. His tail sways lazily. I'm going to cuddle your tail.
Why are you so far away? Come, join us.
He pats the empty bar stool beside Ace, but I hesitate. The smile Vere wears is sweet and distinctly sly, and with drinks in the mix, I dread how he and Ace will mess with me next.
We don't bite.
I'm not so sure about that. He already tried to rob me, and you threatened me. Yeah. You both? Oh, call me Anna. That would be great if this was voice acted. I can't do these beefy men's justice.
You're sure it was me?
Yes, it was you. And then you had the gall to kick me out so you could go drinking. Ace gives another one of his shrugs.
Had to give you a reason to come looking. Miss me already?
Shut up! I stare at him flatly, unimpressed by his deflection. Vere suddenly leans towards me, gossamer sleeves pooling where he rests his elbows on his knees. Ace sets his hand on Vere's waist, narrowly preventing him from tipping off the counter. Aww.
I'm afraid we've got off on the wrong foot. How about we start fresh, Begin with proper introductions and whatnot. I'll start. The name's Vere. I'm a soulless hunter for no small renown. I am a soulless hunter of no small renown.
Oh, okay, so he's good at it. Vere's hand flutters to his chest, and he bows his head, flinching when his hair falls over his eyes. Ace doesn't say anything, so I suppose it's my turn now. I'm Espoir. It means hope in French. Nice to meet you. I'm going to play with your tail and flippity-floppity ears. I'm Espoir. Vere considers me for a long moment, his tail idly swaying behind him. Then he knocks back the rest of his champagne.
It's a pleasure to formally meet you, Espoir.
He says my name slowly and deliberately, savoring every syllable. A tingle jumps down my spine. I quickly turn my gaze away. Ace smirks at my reaction. Is something funny? Listen, you two.
Nope.
I open my mouth and close it just as quickly. They want me to react, goading me into another ridiculous game. While their sharp cat-like eyes keep me on edge, something about this tension is fun. It must be the wine. A flash of white over Ace's shoulders catches my eye. Across the bar, Kuras heads for the door. I don't see Leander or Min, but it feels wrong to let the doctor leave without saying goodbye. I'll be back. Ver grins and waves at me as I leave. Why doesn't Ver and Kuras like each other? I slip through the crowd, careful not to touch anyone, but just as I'm nearing Kuras...
Yeah.
I stagger, shoulder checked by a man with a neck twice as wide as his head.
Ha!
He stares down at me, nostrils flaring. Low life.
Out of my way, crap stain!
My words spill out on their own.
Watch it.
I regret them as soon as they leave my mouth.
Oh yeah, the wine.
The lowlife wheels around, shoving an adder out of the way so he can close in on me.
You want a piece of me, sir?
I mean,
You want a piece of me, sir? You want a piece of me?
he's probably like 5 feet taller than me.
What did you say?
He shoves me backwards, sending me stumbling to the sticky floor. Hey, I've got 5 cool partners who can mess you up. I'm fine, but my heart leaps into my throat when I see him bearing down on me.
You trying to start something here?
The lowlife freezes, his fist cocked back. A group of adders circle him, sizing him up. For what feels like an agonizingly long time, the lowlife looks from me to the adders. Finally, he sniffs and spits on the floor next to me, the wad narrowly missing my cheek.
Screw it. Too many freaks in this circus tonight.
Hey, those freaks are my friends. Mostly. He turns his back on me and comes face to face with Ace. Oh yeah. He gives the lowlife a dangerous smile. That's a cute smile.
You'll do.
What happens next is a blur. Ace's fist crashes into the man's jaw, causing a frenzy of gasps, shouts, and even cheers. I scramble to my feet as the frantic crowd swarms around me. Through the ruckus, I hear Leander shouting.
Take it outside, Ace. Everyone, drinks are on me.
See that? That's a distraction. With that, the wick erupts in hoots and cheers. The ring around me disperses as adders and onlookers rush towards the bar. Through the thinning crowd, I catch glimpses of familiar faces. All right, I think we're nearing where we're gonna stop. Ace vanishes out the back, dragging the lowlife behind him. Kuras lingers near the door, searching, I suspect, for any wounded before he departs. Mian draws their hood up tight as they duck out the side door. They're like, I don't want to be here. While Ver leans over the counter to swipe a glass of wine from behind the bar. And Leander, sweet, darling, angel-faced, totally gonna betray me, Leander, seated at the opposite end of the bar, gestures dramatically and apologetically at the bartender. In a heartbeat, I realize there's no telling when or if I'll see any of them ever again. Whoever I pursue may be the last person I get to speak to tonight. Alright, and that's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Okay, I'm tired, and I'm hungry, and I'm gonna stop here for right now. Whew. How many hours are we in to? I can't tell because my gosh darn YouTube froze. I wonder what's gonna happen when I try to end the stream. Can I end the stream? If the YouTube studio is frozen, am I just going to be streaming forever? But this is Touchstarved. It is a demo right now, and I want to continue playing it next week. Let's see, I think I can only... If I can only make a post for, how many... I forget how many, but I'm gonna make a community post on who we should pursue first, but I think we'll have enough time next week to go through all of them. And, depending on the order that the thing is depending on... Sorry, I'm itching. I'm itching. My eczema. Depending on the order that the poll goes into is the order that we'll do it from. But since this is a demo, it's like a little quick scene with each character and then the demo ends. So we might have extra time to do whatever next week. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember how long they are. But I'm gonna stop here right now. This is Touchstarved. I can't remember if the demo is available on Steam, but the demo I'm playing is on itch.io. And I like Leander. He is my favorite. If you would like to stream this game yourself, there was a warning at the beginning that it's got some copyrighted music. If you also have a YouTube channel and want to make a video, just be aware that you might have to turn the music off and talk to Kevin MacLeod for some copyright-free music. I'm gonna be really upset if that music gets copyrighted too, but I don't know, we'll have to see. Ooh. But thank you so much for joining me. It's so much fun hanging out with all of you and simping over characters with you. Anyone who commented, thank you so much. Anyone who's lurking, thank you so much. If this is your very first stream, I try to stream every Saturday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time, unless something comes up, but usually every Saturday. Yeah. I gotta figure out if YouTube Studio is gonna let me end the streams, because it froze. But, yeah, if there's any comments, theories, or anything you wanted to say during the stream that I didn't get to answer or that I missed, you can put it in a comment after I end the stream, and I will answer it there. Yeah, so next week, we're gonna play some more of this, and then the week after that, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna be finished the demo, the week after that will be Klein. Yeah. So Klein is a game where you've got, like, your love in deep space, obey me, like, phone boyfriend, and, he's really into you to an obsessive point, and mysterious things start happening in real life. So it's another game that I've played before, but I didn't finish Klein, and there's been an update, so hopefully I can see the update and everything next week. Yeah, alright. It's time to go. I'm getting tired. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Have a great night. Take care of yourself. Remember, there is always hope, and I really...
I'm still trying to figure this out. I think it broke.
Don't mind me.
I'm still trying to figure this out. I think it broke.
It broke. Alright, now.
Don't mind me.
Now I'm gonna try to fix... Now I'm gonna try to end it. It froze. I pressed end on OBS, and it was still going. Alright, now this should work. Okay, have a good night, everybody.
And it was still going.
Alright, now this should work. Okay, have a good night, everybody.